Hello, everyone. Welcome to 3 to Screen Plays Pathfinder Campaign Less Than or Equal to 2, Episode 27. We're going to do our theme and then get started.
There is a manticore in this dungeon, and our company is falling to its claws. But if even one companion rolls a 20 with a broadsword, we will slay the beast with one stab through its jaws, and steal the treasure from its paws to thunderous applause.
Okay.
Hello,
I'm ready.
everyone. We're back. Last episode was episode 26, Brew Me Below Deck.
God, I love this ship.
The party took some time to catch up with Ruth and Han, witnessing Ruth as she trained Han on using a blowgun, including loading darts into his blowgun setup with his tongue, a skill he mastered quite well. Although the adventure proved unremarkable, they did arrive at Corcus Lake. Ruth dutifully performed her mayoral duties and acquainted the rescued Samsarans with Corcus. Despite this, there was still no evidence of her husband, a fact that seemed to leave her mostly unbothered. Molly rushed upstairs to construct a small awning for Han's sun protection. Sweaty and panting, she bolted back downstairs, deflecting concern from Tectune and rationalizing her murder victims to Han and Ruth. Molly and Felicity bombarded Lemaire with questions about Tectune's coffee. This also included Felicity's attempt to edit the contract secretly in plain sight. Deciding that a ship needed a barista, Molly went topside to fish. There she encountered a large, burly crew member with a distinctive voice. Molly was immediately dismissive until she learned his name, Bubba, from Irving. Irving, seemingly oblivious to Bubba's voice, did talk about a large scar on Bubba's chest and mentioned that Bubba was an accomplished singer. Choosing to be direct, Molly inquired about the scar on Bubba's chest, a result of an accidental wound from an unsheathed sword during a lift with the Royal Ballet. Further conversation revealed Bubba's interest in a relationship with the cook. To facilitate this relationship, Molly suggested that Bubba become the ship's barista and workshop the name, settling on Brew Me Below Deck. After stating there was a machine to help and immediately being asked when there was nothing at all that would fill the description, Molly set to work designing a pour-over coffee system and bean grinder, with future plans to create a pressure-based coffee system beyond her current capacity. Meanwhile, Felicity decided to take the helm and improve her map, conflating several continents and drawing a non-existent land bridge. She neglected to remember that they crossed an ocean as per her flip map of Talia to Omoon. Ruth commented only on the missing elements, not acknowledging the unique perspective Felicity held via her map. Molly spent her time setting up a coffee bar and introduced the cook, Hetty, to Bubba. Hetty agreed to name her mess hall breakfast and Hetty to keep with the theme. Molly talked up Bubba and interrupted him to hide his high-pitched voice. Hetty called her out for being rude, and Molly left after vaguely threatening the destruction of the ship due to their unpredictable nature. Enjoying her regained captain position, Felicity took note of Ruth and Han's friendship, including his slow success at learning Samsaran. Tectune brewed the party potions on the journey, including the party's gold to replenish supplies at the next port. Felicity noticed the forest of Bounty portside with many fruiting trees and herbs. The coastline was surrounded by a rocky shoal, but the quartet set off via dinghy to retrieve what they could. Molly reluctantly attempted to row the boat, damaging an oar in the process before pressuring Felicity to row as the athletic member of the group. While rowing the boat, Felicity noticed a Venara, a monkey-like humanoid with cream-colored fur, on the shore attempting to get their attention. Looking behind them, Felicity saw a shadow moving beneath the boat and a fin tail disappearing beneath the waves. The party engaged the Sea Drake, Felicity sailing the dinghy to shore, avoiding the rocks while Molly flew above the ship and bombed them, including a well-aimed throat shot to prevent it from calling for help. The Venara, Brielle, ran off into the forest, advising the party that the family of the Sea Drake might notice the blood or come searching. However, she did state that the drake's scales could have great value. Molly found a periapt of health somewhere on the creature, which she gave to Felicity. The party convinced Han that he had a jawline with the necklace of ears. After collecting a pack full of nodule berries, the party decided the value of the Sea Drake and the time would be spent skinning. The duo decided to take it back to the ship via casting of water walk by Tectune. Halfway through hauling the carcass, the party encountered another Sea Drake. Felicity intimidated the creature and prevented another fight. The ship's crew butchered the drake and skinned the creature over the next couple days. Would you like an updated kill count?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Molly, you have killed 13, avoided 17, and murdered 2. Felicity, you have killed 19 and avoided 45.
How come you gotta put the third category on mine?
It's
Sounds like they should fall right into killed.
I think that there is a distinction between murdered and killed.
Okay, so at what point does Felicity get a murder count?
When she is the champion of the god of torture.
Yeah. When I kill somebody that didn't deserve it.
They were villains. They were villains only moments ago who
And then-
turned coat. They were clearly snitches, and snitches got stitches.
What if we changed from murder to sacrificed?
Yeah.
Would that make you feel better?
Permanently removed, I'd prefer. Yeah.
Eliminated.
Persuaded to die.
Yeah. Convinced to die.
I don't think there was a lot of
Um,
convincing as much as it was, oh, there's a knife in you, hold this.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh no, what have I done? Oh no. Oh no, you turned really fast into my knife.
7 times.
No. I'm gonna pull that again though.
Oh, I
That was
know
a
you
fun
will.
move. The fun. Oh my god, I accidentally stabbed you.
So you are currently, let me pull up the map to make sure I have this right. You are currently sailing south from the Forest of Bounty towards the last free lands of Avak. You are currently going to be in Slorius's Hideaway, which is a small inlet for the ocean. No, not arguably not super small, but there is an inlet that leads up further north, and you're going to be continuing heading south to the Dead's Farewell. Are you doing anything in this time besides making sure everything is drying correctly, Molly?
I'm also continually improving my plans for an espresso machine, the universe's first espresso machine.
Okay. Do you want to make a craft check to see how that's going?
Yeah, I'm gonna pop a Crafter's Eye potion. It's gonna give me +5 on this. And I'm just gonna believe in the heart of the cards. Does a 19. But
Okay.
I rolled a 3 considering.
You are plugging along. It's slow work. I mean, you're trying to plan out this pressure-based system, which you figure you could probably use somehow with magic, but are you trying to build this magic list, or are you trying to make it reliant on magic? What's your goal with this?
I don't know if there's a world in which a power source exists that's non-magical that could operate something like this.
I mean,
guess
it
if
could
that
be
makes sense.
steam powered.
Yeah, but then it's like you gotta have a big steam engine. I don't know if I want a second engine inside of like the coffee thing. I think magic is ideal.
Okay. You're doing pretty well. Magic, when it comes to actual spells, isn't quite your forte, but you're thinking about chemical regents that'll work and allow you to do some of this. A number of the ones that you have been working on, you've eliminated because they will alter the flavor profile of the coffee in a way that you don't think is going to be beneficial, but you're making slow progress. Also, I
Everything's
apologize to everyone listening. I am sick and maybe muting, but if I don't get there fast enough, I will be coughing and or sneezing. Okay.
It's really gross.
It is.
It's really distracting.
Felicity, what are you doing during this time? Are you still working on your map, or is there something else that...
I might hang out with our first mate
Irving?
and sort of see what Irving knows about where we're going.
Oh, that's a good question.
Because I don't think I have experience on the land where we're going. I don't
No,
know if
No,
it's,
neither of us have any
yeah.
idea.
Irving gave you a lot, I think, of the basic information that you know, and when you met with the Wenians about it being a nomadic area. You heard about the sea and how people send bodies down the river of death into the Pelagic Sea.
Right.
Not much happens in this part of the world. It's pretty. It's there's people don't have reason to travel here or do much. There is a local tribe that lives here of a particular race. Why don't you roll with disadvantage, both of you, like a knowledge society to see if either of you may have heard of these?
Knowledge society?
Uh,
That's a,
just society, I think is what it is, right?
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 22 with disadvantage.
I got a 17.
Okay.
Oh, nope. Sorry, disadvantage. Nope. 17.
Dang.
Two
Oh.
19s.
Dang. We read
Okay.
up. We're here to game, right? I'm not here to build an espresso machine, apparently. I'm here to know.
So, Felicity, you especially know about the unique race that lives there. They're known for having 4 arms. That's kind of their biggest thing, and that they don't
Ooh.
show their mouths. And it's very difficult to tell male and female apart. They don't have the sexual
Okay.
dimorphism.
Okay.
Molly, you are not part of this conversation, but you do know that these are omnivorous creatures, and you know it begins with a K, but the name is so uncommon that you probably wouldn't know.
Okay, and they're
Um,
not Thrycreen?
No, but they
Okay.
are very wise and very dexterous. They also are known to use a weapon called a spinal sword.
Ooh.
That's fun.
Is it made out of a spine?
Yeah.
Or what?
Yep.
Okay.
So it was more of a whip, really. A
Uh,
sharp
it-
whip.
Well, it's very stiff. They put a rod in the
Oh.
spine.
Ooh.
That's fun.
Ooh.
I gotta get me a couple of those.
Uh,
No, I got a sick dagger from my bargain with a deck of cards. I'll probably hang out with that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Irving kind of tells you a little bit more of that information.
Mm.
He also hasn't had much to do with these creatures. They are nomadic, but they're not necessarily prone to violence outside. They're very just defensive, I think is the best way to describe them as a cult.
Okay, sure. That makes sense.
They are
Okay.
also sometimes known for their bow skill, and thanks to their 4 arms, some of them wield 2 bows at a time.
Oh shit. That's fancy. Wow. Okay.
That's
So spine
wild.
swords and dual wielding bows.
Starts with a K. If you find me at any point, which you won't, but if you find me.
I mean, why would you go down below the ship? You have people for that.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I've actually never been to your cafe.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all. You have bad taste. Yeah, we don't serve fish.
Yes, you do.
No, we've been eating nothing but dragon for weeks at this point, probably. No, just days. I do think I want to start fashioning those as sails, by the way.
Okay. Are you
think
going to
it's
be
more
doing
fun to
that, or are
just
you going to
use
be
them.
trying to get someone to be doing that for you?
Do I
Ooh.
can I do like a little pop around to interview people to see if what kind of experienced ship workers we have here?
Yeah.
If there's anyone who does work on sails, like specifically.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and whatever you think is an appropriate role for that?
Is that a society or influence or like
I would say
spellcraft?
probably society. And then if
Okay.
you're being involved, then it'll be more of a craft.
Dang, that is a 27 society check.
Okay. You don't have a discrete sail maker on your ship. That is someone that you can hire to work on that. But you do have
Mhm.
people that are primarily made for repairing them so you can continue to advance.
Can I snag one of them and ask them to give me the help action as I put these up?
Yeah.
To give me advantage on the craft checks or something like that?
Yeah, they'll
Or
give
like
you
a
a
+2, pardon
yeah,
me?
they'll give you a +2.
Okay.
Are you sewing
Sweet,
all of this
so
by hand? This is going to be an endeavor.
how long is it gonna take?
Let's see. How long to sew a sail? Oh, that's a sewing machine.
I mean, and these are big,
Yeah.
right? Like we're on a warship.
Yeah, I'm like I guess I'm just wondering how much can I get done in the time that I have?
Well, probably not much because this is Drake skin, and you would have
Mhm.
to be punching the holes and sewing it, and it's a hellish thing to get through without tools. I would say if you want to make your time worth it, you would probably want to find a sailmaker and have it commissioned, then do it yourself. Unless you want to
It's
work
just
on
gonna be
something
money.
small.
I want to know like how long, because I just want to have something productive to do with my time remaining. Could I do like just the top gallants?
I'm looking up the size of a top gallant. Let's see.
Just say I could. Come on, just say I could do it. Come on.
You can get
Come on.
started on them for sure.
Okay,
Or
I'll
you
get
could.
started on the top gallants, and then we'll figure out the rest of it.
Okay, go ahead and make a craft check to start on the top gallants.
Dude, God, I can't. I can nail my society checks today with my craft check. So that's a
And you're getting help, right?
yeah, 16 with help.
You're finding it difficult to even penetrate the Drake skin.
Okay.
Even though it's not
Well,
fully
yeah.
dry yet,
Mhm.
you're able to punch a few holes, but after the amount of work, your hands are quite sore. This is finger-breaking
Okay,
labor.
we'll get a sailmaker, or we'll just sell the material. We'll feel it out.
Would you like to fish after you decide that you don't want to?
Yeah. Let me get my coffee boy. Let me go get Bubba.
I can't do Bubba's voice super well, but I'll try. Hello!
You don't have to. Oh, but dang. You're doing great. Bubba, would you sing something for me on this
my
day?
God.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, no, too much.
Okay. Bubba, what I would love for you to do as the
Barista?
chief coffee maker, as
Okay.
chief barista of this ship, is your secondary duty is to stand while I fish in case I catch something that's too big for my tiny body, so that you can grab the rod, reel it in.
Wow, grabbing the rod. Of course you're using that language at Broomy Below Deck.
Well, we're not there, but yes, it's all in the spirit.
Okay.
We're above deck.
Why
All
don't
right,
you
Bubba, here we go.
why don't you roll a percentile die for God?
All right, will you pray with me, Bubba?
To what God?
I don't know if I'm ready to disclose that yet.
Then no.
You can pray to yours, I'll pray to mine, okay? How does
Okay.
that sound?
Sure.
Bubba and I pray and I roll a 67.
A 67.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, percentile. Sorry. I was like, what?
Let's see.
Do I get advantage because I'm praying with Bubba? Because we're praying to two different gods. Do I get to roll twice?
Would you roll a separate percentile die for me, please?
That is a so a 00 and a 2 is just a 2%, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I rolled a 2.
You feel this laughter through your body of a god that you have become intimately familiar with lately. And you feel your the hook immediately like jump downward, and you see the reel is spinning at a ridiculously increased speed, and then you feel it hook something, and you hear, "Go ahead and see what you've pulled up."
Bubba, I've got a bad feeling about this one, but I'm gonna need you to pull it up. I think one of our prayers went really wrong, and I'm not about to blame you, but I'm a little concerned about one of us right now.
Well, maybe you
but I'm
should
just gonna
draw it
need your
in
support.
then.
Bubba, I really need your support right now as chief barista of this ship. It would mean so much to me.
I
That's a 27 influence check. Like persuasion. Or deception that his prayer went wrong. Maybe that's what that is.
okay.
That it wasn't. No, it's not that his prayer went wrong. It's just that my prayer. It's not that my prayer went wrong. That's all I'm trying to convince him is like this isn't my fault.
He doesn't seem particularly worried about the prayers. He didn't seem to think that there was actually any stakes in doing that. So sure.
Okay. Yeah. Sweet. Oh, awesome. Well, I'm happy that I convinced him of that. But yeah, Bubba, please help.
Okay. So are you assisting Bubba with the strength checks then, or is Bubba assisting you?
I'm gonna assist him, and I don't assist him. I failed my assist roll.
Bubba also does not succeed, and you watch as Bubba is sliding his way towards the railing.
Felicity.
What?
Felicity, come on,
What?
come
I'm
on.
busy
Come on, Felicity.
drawing my map.
Felicity.
What?
Map
Alright.
break.
I'll go over.
You see the very burly Bubba has this fishing rod, and you see that it is currently bent at almost 270-degree angle as he's
I'm just clinging to his leg, trying to pull him back. Felicity. It's a big one. This could be a lot of fish.
Okay.
That's cocked. That's cocked. That's cocked. I will not accept that.
Are you sure? I crit failed.
okay.
And I rolled a 2 to confirm.
She rolled a 3, a 1, and a 2 in those 3 rolls. That cocked 3 we should have taken.
Okay.
I want to go up and just like try and hug Bubba around the middle.
Okay. You are trying to hug Bubba, but your hands are sweaty from all of your detail work. Your paws.
Oh God.
You've been
Paws are cramped.
So you're just kind of like sliding down Bubba. You feel the scar that runs down his chest and stomach.
Ugh.
Don't fondle at that.
I'm not trying to.
It's inappropriate.
You watch as Bubba keeps continuing to slide to the railing, and he manages to hook his feet like through and around to hold himself from going over.
Is there rope there?
There is some rope, yes.
Can I make a quick sleight of hand check to tie him to the boat so that he doesn't go over no matter what?
Sure. Where are you tying him up?
I'm gonna tie him like
right around the neck, right?
Yeah, right around the neck. No, like as safely as I can.
Like around the waist or something.
Yeah, like around the waist.
Okay.
Like if you'll allow me to, I want to do like the mountain climbers where it's like around the legs and the waist. It's like a weird little like sumo diaper situation.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know if you'll have enough time.
Okay. How about around the waist, and if I succeed high enough, maybe you'll consider letting me do that.
Sure. That sounds fair.
Okay. Is that sleight of hand is finesse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
29.
Okay. You managed to get it around one leg and the waist with that. So, and you managed to make it where the waist is the main issue, so he's not going to be pulled through with his leg. He is now tied to the sail. It has like the long rope that kind of goes down.
Oh, okay.
That's about all you had that was attached to anything. Bubba manages to.
And I'm just like whispering to Bubba, "This is it, Bubba. This is it. This is the big one. This is where all our luck changes." Everything
Bubba
turns around here
manages
today
to hold on to the fishing rod. Are you going to make a strength check to pull Bubba?
Can I do another one?
I'm gonna try to help you. Actually, no, I did the rope thing. I probably don't have an action.
I think you probably should.
Should try to help.
I think Felicity should, as the other strongest member of the crew up here.
I don't get help.
I don't help.
Yeah, that's an 8.
All right.
We're doing great.
Bubba starts to slide over the railing, and you
Oh
see
no.
the rope start to get pulled more and more taut. The rope will be fully taut after he goes over the edge and about halfway down the ship, and then you start pulling on the sail.
Is he gonna get like cut in half by this rope? Or is he gonna be smart enough to let go of the rod?
He will probably let go. He is
Okay.
not an imbecile. He is just a cartoon character.
I wanted to like, this is Molly being acutely aware of like Novulu and just being like, I'm trying to do this thing. How can that deity like turn this into?
Novulu
So
could
she's just like looking for loopholes.
Novulu could cause that to happen. He could make it more difficult if he so chose. Especially since this could be torturous.
Yeah. That's Molly looking for loopholes, that's all.
Do I have time for one more try now that he's like over the railing and about to go?
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. God damn it. No.
No, wait, no. Assured skill. Can I assured skill on her?
I mean, I could assured skill, I guess.
Do you have that ability? Because I had to pick that ability.
Oh. No, I don't have that ability.
Will you allow me
I'll
to,
say
in
you
this
can use
instance,
2
assured
points
skill?
to use that ability on someone else.
Worth
Do you
it.
want one?
Or if you want to share it, we can both split it.
Yeah.
I have tons. You only have 2.
Okay.
I have like 4 after I'd used 2.
How?
Because I just didn't use any last time.
Oh, I thought we were tapped out at 5.
We're not tapped out at. I thought we were tapped out at 6. Colton, do I have this wrong?
You are at
did we
6
change
since
that?
you got your
I'm
mythic
sorry.
tier.
I'm sorry.
Sweet. Okay, just making sure.
So what does that do for me?
You just get to roll again. And I'm going to try to help this time. Oh, you roll again and you add my mythic tier. So add 2. And then wait. I don't help you. My God, hon.
Tried 3 different D20s.
Cannot roll over a 6.
Okay.
So that's an 11.
Can Bubba try? Is Bubba even trying?
I think Bubba's been rolling.
Bubba has been rolling. Bubba is now over the edge, and you see the rope that's attached to the sail pull very taut, and Bubba goes, "Fuck!" And it's actually a lower voice.
Let go.
Bubba, you can let go if you need
I can't. It's wrapped around my arm.
Oh, snap.
What?
Can I make a shoot. Do I have a regular dagger?
You
Did Ruth
hear
give me
the
back my
creaking
crossbow?
of the rope as it pulls
Oh,
tighter and
God.
tighter.
Oh god.
Did Ruth give me back my crossbow?
Not unless you asked for it.
I didn't ask for
Can
it.
I holler to the crew to just get more bodies on the rope?
Yes, you can absolutely do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you just saying
Get
grab the rope and pull?
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
grab him and pull if we can. Or yeah.
I mean, either way, there's just going to be more room for people on the rope,
Yeah.
right? So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are either of you looking over the edge at Bubba?
I'm watching Bubba acutely, and I have in my hand a shoot. What's the right
Can you
thing
give
to
him
do
a
here?
fly potion?
Oh,
or
I have
something?
a regular dagger.
Oh.
It's fly won't really help.
Oh.
Because he's tied. What I want to do is if I see the fishing line start to like cut into his hand, I have a dagger at the ready so I can try and cut the line.
Okay. As you look over, you see that it is wrapped around his whole arm and is starting to cut in, and you see blood is starting to drip down as he's being pulled upside down diagonally. And you watch as the rope is starting to move, as whatever is attached is starting to move about the ship.
Okay.
It's very slow, so whatever it is very deep.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna I'm gonna make an attack with the dagger. How far am I from that line?
Because you're like leaning over, right?
You're about
To
40
look.
feet from it.
Can I get closer to it, or is he just like out? Is it just that he's too far away?
It's that he's out. I mean, if you want to climb on the rope, you can certainly get further out.
I physically cannot throw a dagger that far, I don't think.
I think you can. Right? Let's see.
I don't know.
I think that you can go 5 range increments, or how many
I
ever
can
range
throw a
increments.
bomb that far. Can I throw a bomb at the rope far enough that it won't hit him?
Sure.
Or not a rope. Sorry, again at the fishing line. I don't want to put him in the water.
Yes, and you're aiming way further than him. Like
Yes.
you're creating a range around him so
Yeah.
that way if something were to influence it, it wouldn't redirect to him.
Yes. It's going to be at least 10 feet away from him.
Wait, can I just send Zani out there on fire and like have him set fire to the line?
That I just
Yeah.
give yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I
mean, it might suck for Bubba, but I feel like losing an arm or getting pulled underwater would suck more.
Yeah, Senzani.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Oh, and you do get 5 range increments, so you could throw a dagger. Because you could throw it 50
You
feet.
get 5.
Yep.
Okay. I might
what-
throw the dagger
Sure.
while you call Zani. So 5 and I is it thrown weapon mastery? No, it's splash weapon, so it doesn't count. So I just get is it -2 per range increment or -1?
It's
I'm trying to
minus
remember 'cause
2 on average. Unless you have
Okay.
something that reduces it.
No, I did have something that reduces it, but only for splash weapons. So it's -2. So it would be like -10 to hit the line. Or no, -8 to hit the line.
If it's 40 feet.
+1 from a feat. So, well, no, that's all calculated. So -8. So yeah, I guess.
I believe in you.
+1 to
good.
hit. Yeah. I don't hit it.
What did you
Try.
roll?
I rolled a 6.
Okay. The bomb goes over and lands in the water.
No.
No, that
You-
was the dagger.
Oh, the dagger? Okay. The dagger flies past, and you see it zip into the water and is gone. Actually, it turns out the 5 range increments is for thrown weapons. Yeah, I mean, if you think you can... Range increments aren't that big a deal for me, now that I'm looking at the rule, just so you know.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I was playing fair because my range increments for bombs are weird because of a bunch of feats and stuff.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I understood.
Yep.
But yeah, I missed with the dagger, but we can send Zani out.
All right, are you using Zani or your other one whose name is escaping me?
Bernard.
Yes, Bernard.
Bernard.
Send Zani out. He's
All right.
tested.
Zani does his chittering, and he bursts into flames as he moves over there and just starts rubbing up against the line. Just and then chewing on
What a
it.
good boy.
Aw.
What a good boy.
And you hear twing as it snaps. And you watch as Bubba slams against the side of the ship. He's still bleeding from his arm. It looks like any of you who can see him make a heal check or a medicine check. I don't know what it is.
Is that survival or nature?
Survival.
That's a 19. Oh dang! There it
Wow,
is.
there it
Couldn't do that
is.
on a strength check.
I rolled a 20. I critted. And 18 on the die to confirm.
Okay.
Plus I'm adding +5, so it's a 25.
Okay. So
23.
Molly, you can see that's about an
Oh, for the first
inch.
one, sorry.
An inch around the thickest part of his arm where it's dug in. Felicity, you know that it hasn't sliced any of the arteries just based on the amount of blood that is there. It's going to suck, but you can probably you're either going to have to go in and cut the line or unwrap the line and hope that it's not wrapped in a way that will pull on other parts of it. But you'll have to be very careful about it
Okay.
either way, otherwise you will probably kill him.
Okay. Do we have a medic on board?
We
You
tech
have
tune.
a shaman, and you have tech
No.
tune.
Oh, tech tune.
Yeah, we have tech tune. We'll get tech tune over. And just in the meantime, I'm going to give him. Oh God, what is the right thing to do? I don't know if a heal, because it's the line that's still there is the issue, and a heal isn't going to do anything there.
So I guess I should have said like regular doctor,
Yeah,
like surgeon.
yeah, we need a surgeon on board.
You
think it's-
have a butcher.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't need that one. Yeah, there's really not anything I can do here other than give him a potion, but that's not going to help. So we just got to get tech tune and try to assist him.
Was that just a knowledge roll, or can I use that crit to get the line out?
That was knowledge, but you will have an advantage when you're removing it if you're the one to remove the line.
Okay.
Do you want to go for it now when we get tech tune over?
Yeah, I mean, I have a +5 to survival.
So you're
I'm
going to
willing to
get
burn
advantage
another-
on this roll.
I'm willing to burn another token if you think we need it to give you a plus d6.
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to burn another mythic point for the plus d6.
Yeah. No, you're good. Okay, let's do this first. So that's an 18 and a 4, so 18 plus 5 is 23. Plus 5 is 28.
Okay. Are you
You're a
untwisting or
healer.
using your blade?
What would Felicity do?
Probably better with my blade than I am with my hands.
Okay.
Your paws?
You take your blade and you manage to hook the really twisted part of the lines, and then are able to pull out all of the pieces of the line that are wrapped around him. As you do so, it starts to bleed a little more because there's no more tourniquet effect kind of happening. Tectune has arrived at that point and has started to apply a poultice to his arm and is curing his wounds. You have managed to
Okay.
save Bubba's life.
Bubba. In case it's not clear already, Bubba, this is no longer part of your duty here. You're no longer obligated to fish with me.
Great. This is not my fault.
Yeah, I just want to be clear.
Would
Want to be
you?
clear right now.
What languages do both of you speak?
I only speak Common and Catfolk.
I speak so many languages, none of them have ever been useful. Common, Gnomish, Sylvan, Goblin, Undercommon, Catfolk, Gripply, and Celestial.
Okay. You hear language that's very difficult to describe. It and then you hear the bubbling of water.
No.
Okay. All right, crew to the
no.
cannons. Crew to the cannons.
All right. Are you looking over at what's in the water?
I gotta see it. I gotta know what it is. I'm probably gonna prime a bomb.
Okay. Roll
Tie yourself to the ship first.
Yeah, I untie Bubba and I tie myself to the ship.
Okay. Why don't you make an Arcana check? Which would
For just
be
spell?
spellcraft.
I can only roll 18s today or 3s on craft checks. So that's a 29 spellcraft.
Damn.
What you see beneath you are 3 aboleths.
Aboleths.
Ooh.
They
That.
they have 4 tentacles on them. They what you would know, Molly, is that they are known as some of the most ancient creatures on the material plane, older than even gods. They once ruled with vast empires, but now have enslaved. Gilman is one of the races that they have working for them. They dell in grotesque, nauseating cyclopean cities and styles. They're always served by slaves, and they take them from air-breathing and aquatic creatures because what their mucus does is if it touches you, your skin or your flesh becomes a clear, slimy membrane, and it's soft and tender, and if it isn't moist, you start to take damage.
Uh,
And it's a
All right.
disease that has
Uh.
to be removed.
oh, okay.
Okay.
Ew.
I'm just gonna like.
You know that
If
they
there's, like,
speak
a bell.
Aboleth, Aklo, Aquan, and Undercommon.
Okay.
Oh, undercommon.
Oh yeah, I can speak undercommon at them.
What are you gonna say?
Hey fellas,
Oh.
you looking for a fight?
Oh.
Or are you trying to? I'm just trying to scope this out.
We're looking for servants. You have disturbed us. We are the welcoming party for those who are joining us.
Oh, that's fun. You know what's crazy is there was an island full of monkey people, and then I point in like a different direction. I'm gonna point like dead east, assuming that's not where we just came from.
I think you misunderstand. We don't deal with those on land. You seem to be in the middle of our domain.
Oh, your domain.
Yes, we are 3 of the 20.
Oh, so all 20 of you are coming to say hi?
If we need to. Just a little, I think you would call it a threat.
Oh, that's a fun threat. Well, here's the deal. You're looking for servants. We don't really have any servants. Sort of a bummer situation. Nobody who can help you really up here. I know that we're on water, but technically we're on this we're on a boat, which is basically land on water, kind of mobile land. I know that's not a foreign concept to you that I'm explaining or anything like that. I just want to make it clear that we're probably not the ripest target for you right now. We're also fairly dangerous. I am a champion of the god of torture. I should make that very clear.
I forgot one thing that you should know about these creatures is if you're hit by their slime, you also lose the ability to breathe air, but can breathe water.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, anyway, I just think coming up here would be a huge mistake because if you do, you might get a few servants, but more than one of you will die, and it will be a truly, truly gruesome death.
We are older than your god of torture. We know torture before your god even dreamed of it.
So you're older and knew torture before my god even dreamed of it, but now you hide and slink under the water because someone stronger came along. Me and my god of torture. So if you want to find out why you hide, you can keep chasing us. And I'm going to roll an intimidate check.
Okay.
Can I help?
You should absolutely
Yeah.
help.
Am I able to do that even though I can't speak?
Assured skill. Fuck it. No, I can't. I need to save this because I don't think this is going to work. You just have to beat a 10 to give me.
Oh, 16. Then I help.
7. So I only rolled a 16 intimidate.
Okay. If they were capable of smiling, they would be smiling. You feel that in the air around you. And they say, challenge accepted. Roll initiative.
Oh god.
Fucking hell.
Oh god.
All right. As this happens, I just want to shout to the crew, as many of you as you can, hide, stay below decks. Everybody required to move as fast as possible. Stay on board. We are moving forward no matter what.
I was gonna say, yeah, can't we just run?
I kind of liked the boat the first way. I liked our boat with a little divot. It's an artsy. It's
yeah.
asymmetrical. It's organic.
Hang on. There we go. Just your little I'm not gonna draw the mass and everything because I don't think they're necessarily gonna be applicable.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they are, I will draw them.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
You guys get to fight your first huge creature.
Yay.
Oh god.
So I am
You have to
assuming
go fishing.
that
Mm-hmm.
most of your
I was asked if I wanted to go
crew is
fishing.
working, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm assuming it's just going to be you, Ruth, Han, Tectoon. Am I missing anyone else that you think would be involved in the fight? But is
I
not
think we
focusing
should
on
get
getting
the
away.
wizard on board. Or
Lemaire,
is the wizard focused on getting away?
that is up to you. Lemaire can do either.
Lemaire, what's your call? Do you want to fight? Do you want to flee?
I would
What
like
do
to
you
get
think is
out
most
of here if you can hold
Okay.
them off.
Yeah. We'll do the hard work.
You watch his.
He
He has.
hired this guy.
Yeah.
I know. No, I know he's capable.
He has swirling air and water around him. Excuse me? You can cast this spell.
I'm grateful for your service, Lemaire. Oh my god. You're on salary. You get paid more than anyone else, and you're still a bitch.
Well, someone asked me to make coffee.
Yeah, and you know what? We got a better coffee maker because you got a sassy mouth. And I'm sorry, I'm really stressed. This is coming from a place of stress.
Okay.
So let me roll for your peeps. Damn, Tectoon.
Whenever you want ours, let us know.
Okay. I'm running a little slower, being sick.
You're fine.
We're all really disappointed.
Are the pink and the red obvious enough that they're different?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that there's a tiny ship on our ship.
That's just so you know it's your ship, so you don't get confused.
Oh, thank you.
I'm being really generous here. Okay.
I'm grateful.
What did any of you get above a 20?
No.
15?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I got a 16.
I got a 17.
Look at you going first.
Well, probably not first.
Okay. So it is Hank's turn.
Hank.
Felicity, would you make a will save, please? DC 22.
Is his name Hank?
No. Okay. There we go. That is my worst save. I have to roll an 18 in order to make.
I believe in you.
So close. I
Oh.
rolled it.
Use a mythic point because you can add D4. Or here, I can also use one, so we both have 2.
That's okay. Okay. Oh, that's a D6.
Should have taken it.
Hey, I rolled a 24.
Okay. Molly, make a spellcraft check to identify the spell.
23.
Dominate
good.
monster. It would have taken control of Felicity and forced her to fight you or anyone.
Oh, yay.
So the tentacle monster's name is Hank.
Its name is Pink. Pink.
Oh, Pink.
Oh, I
heard
definitely heard Hank too.
That's great. I love that.
Tectoon is probably panicking because shit always goes down with you guys.
Fucking chill, Tectoon. We killed the dragon. We'll kill these things. Maybe. I hope. They're a
There's
little
his
scarier.
spells. Knowing that they can dominate you, he's probably going to avoid that. I really should have had this prepared sooner.
Oh, you're fine. I no idea how I'm gonna help in this situation
We're gonna do it.
other than like
Go to the edge and stab.
right.
Definitely a smart move. No, it's we just need to get out of here.
Is that a like do they have to have line of sight in order to cast that?
Normally,
spell?
yes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll see how this goes. You watch as Tectoon looks at the pink one and starts muttering a spell.
Get him, Techie.
Get him, Tectoon, get him. Yeah.
All right, let's see if they make that fortitude save. He does not, and you watch as Tectoon points at them and they turn into a goldfish as he casts
Oh my
Baleful
God.
Polymorph.
Oh, he should turn them into a sheep and then they would have drowned. Aw, that's
It-
great.
I think yeah.
You sure he picked the middle one?
Yes, that was pink.
He didn't pick the one of the ones on the outside?
No.
Okay. Fuck.
Why?
Because now I can't hit 2 with one. attack.
Oh.
So it also has to make a will save to lose its extraordinary supernatural and spell-like abilities and ability to cast spells.
Ooh.
Also, if you choose a form that would be fatal, for example, an aquatic creature not in the water, it gets a +4 on the save. It does not make its will save. So it now has no spells.
Haha.
There is now a goldfish swimming around. Tecton goes, okay, the rest is up to you.
What?
Okay, Tectoon.
Felicity, it is
Oh
your
my God.
turn.
Okay. Fuck. I don't have great like group options. So can I lend myself to the ship?
Are you trying to like get the ship moving more?
Yeah. Or can I
Sure.
just start like can I go stand at the helm and
Yeah. Why don't you
things
make
going?
a piracy check? Your profession.
Okay.
Yeah, captain it up.
I don't have... Was that just I don't know what I rolled for. Do you know?
What you roll for cat piracy? I don't know. I
Is
can't
it
remember
just
the craft. Was that profession?
oh crap.
I can't remember what.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
I-
I'm just trying to
just
remember what I
asking.
did.
Not good. It's a 9.
Okay. You have run over to the ship and you're starting to give orders. You might be a little bit in shock at the fact that an abyss has been pulled up from the depths. But
Yeah, little
you-
weird. Giant squid people.
You're running this way, given directions. I'm saying you're able to yell as you're running.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Molly.
Okay. Molly is she the one right next to Felicity's, the square?
Oh, I switched you. I'm sorry.
Oh,
There
I'm
you
fine
are.
with wherever. Okay, sweet. I'm going to throw a bomb at yellow and then back up 25.
Okay.
Sorry, back up 20 feet. I forgot my movement is not great.
What kind of bomb are you throwing?
All will be revealed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All will be revealed. That's a 23 to hit its touch AC.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna need that dude to make a Constitution saving throw.
So fortitude.
Fortitude, yeah.
21.
Okay, he does make it. Here's my question: if a disease takes 2 saves to pass, does he just not have the disease this round and then has the potential to get it next round, or does he still take the damage from it this round?
That's a great question. Does it have an onset?
Onset is immediate with this spell because
Okay.
it's like the effect of the contagion spell.
An onset requires 2 failed saves in a row to suffer effect.
It doesn't require two failed
Yeah,
saves. It
that's why I'm
requires
like,
2
huh.
saves to succeed on it.
Okay. So I think I'm just gonna rule that he'll take it initially and then I'll do the research on it later. I should really know more about your diseases. So what does
Oh,
he
it's all good.
suffer?
I have so many. So here's the thing: if you decide that this is going to be broken after the fact, I understand because this could get ugly because I have a lot of diseases with 2 saves in a row.
Sure.
I need him to roll 1d4 strength damage.
Jesus.
And let me know what the number is.
3.
All right, he takes 3 strength damage and is permanently blind. And that does not go away, but as far as I understand, that does not go away if he saves against the disease, by the way.
Nope.
It just stops. He just stops taking strength damage tomorrow.
What disease was that?
It's blinding sickness.
Appropriately named.
Yeah.
It starts hacking and coughing and going, no, in Undercommon.
My
It
And
is now.
it is a magical disease, but I don't know if he has any disease immunity or anything.
I don't think so. Like, I'm looking at him. Okay,
This is
so
why your people died.
Damn.
This is your lack of foresight. That's the problem.
okay. So I think if it's blind, you get a 50% miss chance if they try and hit you.
Yeah. I also thought that might affect line of sight on spells.
Yes, it will. Okay. Let me see.
Clever little Molly.
Casting
will also
spells
turn
while
and
blinded. You guys are making me look up stuff I should know.
We're just here. You threw 3 aboleths at us on a boat, dude. We're panicking. The only reason that we're still alive is Tectoon turned 1 into a small fish. But yeah, I was going to be able to hit 2 of them with that. Which is, yeah.
Oh well.
Much rather have one be a fish, but.
Oh, okay. So if it's a targeted spell, they have to see or touch the target.
Oh, so it can like touch me?
It can try, but I think that it's a 50% mischance if they're blinded. So,
Okay.
and that's if they hit you. Like, then it's the 50%
Hmm.
on top of that. What is your
Okay.
AC as it's flailing about wildly?
Stop it. Stop it. It's an 18.
Okay.
Because I'm little and heavily armored. Not actually heavily armored, but heavily, lightly armored.
You watch as it slaps the deck right next to you, but misses.
It makes it like a little like that's not the right noise.
A very
hang on.
wet sound.
Just like,
that.
Ew.
whack. Yep, it's smacking. It's smacking that deck.
Reverse ASMR.
Okay. So that's all it can do. All right, so it makes that attack against you. Red.
Isn't Ruth a ranger? Isn't she supposed to have good initiative?
She is if she rolls above a 1.
Oh,
It's just I feel
no.
like this is a common thing for Ruth. Is like she's really good in general, but like the things that she's supposed to be really good at, she just screws up her rolls on.
Aw.
She's good with
I love
arrows.
Ruth.
That's about
Yeah, she's great. I'm
Okay.
not judging Ruth. It's just one of those things that's always kind of funny. It's just like you forget she's a ranger sometimes.
Felicity, would you
Yeah.
make a will save for me, please?
Yeah.
DC 4 this time?
Is it the same DC?
Yeah, DC 22.
Okay.
Um.
I'm gonna spend it now.
Oh, here, I'll spend one. You keep yours just in case you need it for something else.
Oh, okay.
So I have 3, and you'll have 1 still.
Okay.
So I'm burning
that
it, so you get that D6.
Sexy D6.
That D6.
Wow.
Please, 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 please. It's not good. I can't.
No.
I can't make it. I failed. No matter what.
Okay. It says you feel the creature inside your mind, and it says, "Kill the little bomb bitch."
No. Okay. Good thing I ran away.
Yeah.
And that lasts for 1 day per level.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a fucked hold monster spell.
I'm not a monster. How does that work?
So you threw 3 you threw 3 monsters at us that each as a party of 2 people. Each one of them can cast hold monster
Dominate
dominate monster that lasts for an entire day per level.
Yes.
And has a reasonable fight according to Pathfinder challenge ratings.
They
a
have
party of 2 people.
They have a CR of 7.
So yeah.
Okay. All right. Vulu and I are gonna have a chat.
It's Ruth's turn! Yay!
Yay.
Ruth, everybody claps.
Poor Ruth.
So Ruth pulls
Ruth,
out
I
her
really need to
longbow.
force a concentration check. If this is even a concentration spell. Fuck.
All right. So Ruth pulls out her longbow and is going to aim for the caster because that's what she does.
That is her motto. Ruth's always saying aim
Kill
for the
mages.
caster.
Okay.
Kill mages get aboleth poisoned.
At least you get another turn before I
10.
come at you.
10 for the
Yeah.
first one and
Before my
12 for the
auto.
You're
second
before
one.
me.
So
Yeah.
22 points of damage as it starts slicing into the aboleth. And she goes, "No, fuck off. We're done. We're done. This is over. We are not dealing with this right now." And she looks
Yeah.
over at you, Felicity. She's like, "Felicity? Felicity, no."
Felicity. Felicity, I'm gonna have to blinding sickness you.
Don't permanently blind me, please.
Well, you're gonna kill me otherwise. I can't handle a lot.
So Pink is dead. Tectoon.
Come on, Tectoon. Can he cure me?
I am gonna look and see if Tectoon can do that because he's probably gonna try.
Or can Lemaire?
Oh, I forget. Tectoon has hexes.
Ooh.
I mean, even just incapacitating me in any way.
Can she voluntarily fail a save if she's dominated? Or is she completely under their control?
She is under their control. And they have to do it effectively.
Okay.
Like,
So
normally I
couldn't,
would take control, but I am just going to not.
So if my shenanigans were hit her with a Tanglefoot bag, so she can't move, and she can't just voluntarily fail her save to get out every turn?
Right.
Oh. Do you have your weapon drawn, Felicity?
No, I'm at the helm.
Okay, make a will save. As Tectoon, you watch as this blood boils out of his hand and forms a symbol.
I rolled a 19.
All right, you are not affected by Peace Bond, and now can still draw your weapon. Tectoon goes, ah!
God damn.
And then tries to get in the way of you and
Oh.
and Molly.
No, please. You're softer than me.
I am a battle shaman. This is my forte.
Really?
He's so cute.
You were so cute when you're mad.
Felicity, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I guess single-minded on killing Molly, I guess.
So are you
Really?
going to
So
run
things
to
haven't
Molly?
changed too much?
Is that how this works?
Yes.
Okay.
So, do you have any way to attack Molly at range?
Not effectively.
Okay, then you're going to run.
You should take shots at me. Do you have a bow?
No.
All right, so you're
I have
going
no
to
range.
run.
What if there were rocks on the ground next to you?
Would you
I need
run?
to get you a bow.
Would you run around Tectoon to not get hit? Like, if this was, I'm assuming yes.
Probably because yeah.
Okay.
I can't. I'm not good at getting. I'm moderately okay at getting damaged, but not great.
Okay. So Felicity is up on the railing, running along the edge of the ship, and then leaps over and lands next to you, Molly, drawing her falcata.
Should I make an acrobatics check for that?
You should.
Love that.
just in case.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's only a 10 or a 9, excuse me.
Okay. I need you to roll a d4. Evens, you fall onto the ship. Odds, you fall off the ship.
Okay. D4.
So evens we want?
I mean, probably I can swim.
Oh, that's true, yeah. You just don't like to.
Oh no, even. The 4.
Okay. You slip on the railing and skitter onto your paws, but you do like the cat on a tile floor where you're doing the...
Yeah. Splayed.
Yep. But
Okay.
you have moved up. Molly, it is your turn. You now have a
Okay.
Felicity that is 10 feet away from you.
Gosh dang it. So when you gave me that check to know what spell it is, would you give me any other information on that spell if I asked about it?
Yeah. Since you know
can
what
I
that...
know if it's concentration? That's all I need to know.
It is not a concentration.
Fuck. Okay.
They can
In that
concentrate
case-
to get full sensory input, but the dominate continues to be there.
It just is.
In that case, I'm gonna have to burn a point. I need to get 2 bombs. So I'm gonna move 40 feet towards pink. Just sort of like straight south on the board, straight down.
Okay.
So I'm 20 feet away now, right? 25.
From
From
10,
pink, or
15, 20, 20, 30?
not
Oh,
from her.
Yes.
From
5,
that
10,
one, yeah.
20, 25. Yeah.
For
25-ish.
25. Okay, so I'm one range band for each of the bombs. Oh no, the first one I'd have to be 20 feet. So I'll take 3 range bands and 1 range band. I think that makes the most sense. So I'm gonna throw I'll throw a standard bomb because I feel bad pulling the sickness thing twice. That was kind of busted.
I mean, no, you can pull it twice.
Now
You
is
should.
the time to be busted.
Now is the time to be busted.
I'm
All right.
going to kill you.
Okay. The first bomb's gonna be the poison cloud bomb. The second bomb's gonna be one of the big ones for damage. So -3. 21 to hit with the first one.
21, and that's to
On
touch, right?
AC.
That hits. You need to beat a
Okay.
9.
Oh hey, big stinky cloud right on top of him. So he's just got to roll a fortitude save, or fortitude save.
Okay. That is 14.
He fails actually, so takes 1d4 strength. If you could roll that for me and let me know what you roll.
4.
He takes 4 strength damage and is permanently blinded. Just so you know, if he takes more than 1 damage, if he rolls a 1 on the d4, they're not blinded. But
Okay.
any more than that, then they're permanently blinded.
Okay.
So they're both permanently blind, and then I rolled a second to hit with the big bomb. Jesus Christ, but that's only... You said a 9 hits?
Yep.
I rolled a 10 somehow.
Oh my god.
I physically cannot miss unless I crit fail. I rolled a 2. So he's gonna take...
If it's touch, yeah, it's just a 9.
That's good. 24 piercing, and then 14 fire damage.
24 piercing, 14, so 38 total.
Yeah.
All right, they're looking a little shredded and wailing
blind.
and screaming something in Aboleth, which is that guttural language that I was trying to do earlier.
Okay. And Molly's just gonna shout through this whole thing, end the spell and go home.
They're blind. They know you're on the ship. What would they do?
Yeah, because I would have thrown... Oh no, the blinding one went first. So they would... So in theory, they don't know where I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 20 feet past where they thought I was.
Yeah, so I think the yellow aboleth uses their tentacles to climb onto the ship.
Oh.
Attack Molly. Sorry, not attack Molly. Attack Felicity. Turn her into goo.
I don't want to be a goo.
They
Gonna have
they
to stay
used
wet all the time.
their full move to climb up there. Red is probably gonna do the same thing, but
Are
they
we
are
assuming the
able.
goldfish has been left behind, by the
Yeah.
way?
The
Okay.
one thing is that they can see through Felicity's eyes by concentrating.
Oh.
But only if they concentrate.
Yep.
And we can disrupt. You guys can disrupt that.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is Ruth's turn. God, what does she go for? Okay, she's gonna
Ruth,
go.
if you kill Felicity, it's okay.
I
We'll just bring her back.
I will not tell Felicity you said that, but she will probably remember. She takes a couple steps this way and aims at the aboleth that is closest to you, Molly.
Thank you.
Both
the
of those
problematic one.
hit. 12 plus 12, 24. You watch as the creature collapses. It is not dead, but it is unconscious.
Oh, wow.
this aboleth.
Ruth, you did work.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. It is staggered. It is at 0 hit points.
Oh, okay.
Tectoon. Oh, can Tectoon break? Man, you are really working Tectoon.
Not my fault.
He
So
takes
this creature doesn't end the spell? Or I guess they're not dead yet.
nope.
If it's not concentration, wow.
It's just a spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
make a will save, Felicia's Tectoon is like drawing another hex of blood in the air.
Oh, I crit failed.
Roll to confirm.
Actually. That's an 11 on the die. It's 15 with my will.
Okay.
Not a good will
You
save in
have
this party.
fallen into a deep magical sleep. You will not
Thank
wake due to
God.
noise or light, but others can rouse it with a standard action. The hex
Okay.
ends immediately if you take damage. You cannot be the target for another day.
Okay.
So we have to leave you here for 24 hours.
All right, so next
Well-
is Felicity, but Felicity's asleep. Molly, it's your turn, as there is now a cat taking a nap.
Okay. Molly is going to rush up and stab the aboleth that's staggered in front of her.
Okay.
Mhm.
Roll to hit, I guess.
Can you do a coup de grace?
Oh, can I coup de grace?
It is not
Sorry.
helpless, it is just staggered.
Oh.
Okay. Damn, son. Wait, is that... Daggers are 19 and 20? Yeah.
You crit?
So I technically crit. But it wasn't a nat 20, so it's a +9, so a 28 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. So you
Okay.
basically coup de grace.
I have the poison spell effect at will on this dagger.
Okay.
God.
Doing work, Molly.
How much damage do you do to this staggered thing?
2d4 minus 2. Because I'm attacking. Wait, no, I can I choose as a finesse weapon to use dexterity? I always forget. Or is it always strength now?
No,
Or do I have to have a feat for that in this version?
You need to have the feat to use weapons
Okay.
as a finesse weapon.
What'd you get?
I did 0 damage. I rolled 2 1s on my d4s, -2. But poison spell effect, so whatever happens on that, I have to look that up. The poison spell. Yeah, I don't know. Leave it to Molly to deal 0 damage in an attack.
On a
Just
critical.
give him like a paper cut?
I did 0 damage on a critical hit.
I think that
That
you get a
shouldn't be
minimum of
possible.
1 non-lethal damage, which would put them under.
I'm
Yeah, I feel like we should
willing-
round up.
I just want to see. Oh, damn, the poison spell's really good.
Okay, there's a minimum damage of 1.
Okay, so it takes 1 damage, and then it has to make a fortitude save. I don't know what the... We'll have to talk about that weapon, because I can't remember what the fortitude save is on it. I'll just look it up.
Do
They
get
got
to
a
make save if
16.
they're
They probably
staggered?
passed.
Do you remember what weapon it was?
Dagger of Venom. I'm looking it up right now. That's a D&D version.
Dagger of Venom. DC 14.
Okay, so it passed.
Yep.
So it doesn't take any additional
It
concentration
takes a
damage.
1 non-lethal, which then puts it where it's dying now. So
Mhm.
it is now unconscious and dying.
Lit. Molly, I don't think I had more than, I think that was probably close to 20 feet that I moved.
You move 5 feet to move up to it.
Oh, I'm gonna move 15 feet around it, away from Felicity, just in case.
Okay.
What are you, scared?
I did it. I crit and did no damage.
So yellow.
Ollie's
cannot
superpower.
See.
It's a magical +1 weapon, and I did 0 damage.
What is your flat-footed AC, Felicity? As the creature is swinging tentacles wildly.
Oh no.
I think it's a 24, right? 24 sounds right to me. Yeah, no, sorry, 25.
Flat-footed. 15.
Okay.
I think.
This is a 16, so it has a 50% miss chance. Odds or evens for the miss chance? Which one hits?
Odds.
It misses as it swings over Felicity's sleeping body.
You're not turned into goo. You did it.
And he's smashing side to side of Felicity. Red, let's see if they wake up. Off. They do not wake
up from
up.
being a goldfish. How far has the boat moved this whole time, by the way?
80 feet.
Goldfish. So the goldfish is 80 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's permanent unless something else happens to it. So it's now a goldfish.
I just want to give Tech-Toon a little clap for that one.
The creature has stopped bleeding and it is not resumed dying. Ruth. I guess is gonna shoot at yellow, knowing that if they wake up Felicity, there's a whole other problem.
The Felicity issue.
1 misses. She does 12 points of damage. You didn't do a whole lot of damage to them because you just hit with the plague bomb. Does the plague bomb do damage?
No, it's just the disease.
Okay, yeah. So that explains
the trade-off, because it's the spell effect.
That explains why it had no damage so far. Okay.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And your tiny silent sneeze that we can't hear because you mute well.
Tech-Toon. Fuck, what is Tech-Toon gonna do?
Tech-Toon's gonna crack his Rockstar energy drink. Point at the remaining living aboleth. And
shock his nuts.
Yeah, and cast lightning bolt. That's my prediction for this turn.
This is actually kind of an interesting one, but that probably wouldn't be what they would do.
What are you talking about? None of us have taken damage. I was just realizing that. We technically handled this really well with the very broken ruling on my diseases.
Okay. Tech-Toon, you watch as several balls of lightning start swirling out of his hands.
I called it. Is one of those hands holding an open energy drink?
Sure. He chugs he chugs a coffee. He
chugs a monster coffee.
Yep. And
God.
What level are you guys?
7, 8, 9, 10. 8. 8? Are we 8? Are we 7?
Okay, so there's only 1 or 2 globes of lightning. Let's see if it can make its reflex, which I don't think it can. It does. There are now 2 balls of lightning that are sitting in the area that it has somehow moved about. So,
ooh.
Lightning. Trying to keep them as far away from Felicity as possible.
You're doing great, Tech-Toon.
Felicity is still taking a nap. Molly.
All right.
You can see the one in front of you has stopped bleeding.
Molly holds the dagger aloft.
Gonna try again.
It is
And,
technically
absolute-
helpless, so you can do a coup de grace.
Yeah, I'll coup de grace. How do I do that?
It's an
Do an
automatic
auto crit?
critical. Yep.
God, the auto crits are almost worse because it just gives me -2 instead of -1. But
I mean,
know.
we could
Crazy.
do crunchy crits, where you take full damage, then the other damage on top of it. But then your enemies get that too.
Okay, so here's the thing. Molly does 1 damage.
You gotta roll for poison too, right?
And and you have to roll a fortitude save.
They roll a nat 1
DC
on their
14.
fortitude save.
Okay, so they take 3 constitution damage as well. And and we'll have to make another save next round.
Well, they are dead with that constitution damage.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You did it, Molly.
You did
You
it.
stabbed something to death, technically. You did it.
Yellow
Okay.
is going to make another attack at Felicity. You said it was 15, right?
Yeah, for my flat-footed.
Okay, that would hit. Now, odds or evens?
Odds.
You are hit. You are woken up with a smack.
Oh no.
And you take 9 points of damage. And I need you to make a fortitude save to see if your flesh transforms.
That's a good one, though.
Good.
You've got a good one there.
Yeah, it's a +9 on my fortitude. Trying to decide if I want to use my last. Yeah,
Do it.
so I'm gonna add a d6. Used my last mythic point.
Yeah. You know, we might be doing okay in this fight, but
Also,
we'd have you
can I
burnt
have one of
every
those?
single mythic. Yeah.
Thank you.
I believe in you.
Oh yeah, okay. So 24 plus 2 is 26.
All right, you have managed to resist the slime, and you are
Ugh.
not getting a clear membrane. That'll reduce your constitution.
Yay.
But you are now awake and still compelled to kill your friend.
Right.
Fucking heck.
Right.
Flipping heck.
Ruth
Felicity.
makes an attack. Actually, Ruth is gonna, make an attack and then move in front of you. That hits. That hits. 11, 8, 19. And then Ruth is like, Felicity, do you want a ball? Do you want a bell? Trying literally anything to get your attention away.
Milk? We got a cup of milk. We could put it in a dish. You like dishes, right?
Hectoon. What the fuck is
No, you're
Hectoon?
not. It's 1v3. You think you're better than the rest of your entire party? I don't think you can pull it off. I don't think you can kill me.
Oh, here we go. Tectoon looks at Molly and goes, "This is the best I got." And you are now surrounded by obscuring mist. You have a 20%
Ooh.
miss chance.
Nice.
That's not bad. Thanks, Tectoon.
It will be moving with the ship.
Heck yeah.
Okay. Felicity, it's your turn.
Oh, wow. Well, I guess I have to move up to Molly. But I'm assuming I'm going to take opportunity.
Well, yeah, well, no, you can't reach Molly just running because you only move 30 feet, right?
Right.
Okay, so you can run around and then get next to Molly.
Okay. And then
Yellow. Oh, I forgot to roll for the balls of lightning.
Oh.
Okay, they both hit, which is, I think, 3d6.
Damn.
Yep. First ball does 14 points. Next one does 9. So 23. Okay. So yellow now can't see crap and has been shocked and is in pain.
Oh, poor baby.
Poor little baby.
Poor little squid man.
It jumps off the ship.
Oh.
Ruth. I'm gonna go and try and shoot it as it's running away. First one hits. 13 points of damage.
Yeah, Ruth.
Tectoon. Gosh. It's hard to stop
Tectoon's
you.
already gone, right? Because I haven't had a
Oh,
turn.
yes, you're right.
Tectoon
I'm sorry.
obscured me, and I haven't had a turn since.
Did I really miss you? I did. Molly, go ahead. Sorry.
Is this... Yeah, real quick, could you measure? Is the aboleth 100 feet away from me?
It would have been here, so you would still be able to do it. 30,
'cause
40,
it wouldn't have
50,
moved yet.
60, 65 feet away from where
Okay,
it would
sweet.
have
I'm
been.
gonna hit it with a bomb.
Okay.
So 65 means it's... Because they're 20 feet range bands for me. 3 is 4. Which is -3. Oh, I hit for sure. You said 9?
Yeah.
That's all I needed? I did like a 25.
Okay.
Or no, 22 minus. But yeah, so it just takes 18 damage from me.
All right.
Yeah.
So with you doing that and Ruth shooting it, it has died in the water.
Mhm.
So now you are currently just fighting Felicity.
Let me see, because I don't have any move. Oh no, I do have move, but I can't.
You have movement, right?
Yeah, but I can't disengage.
You can't?
No,
that's
because that
a
would take an
full-
action.
yeah.
Or not disengage, the Pathfinder version of disengage, because
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
full action.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ruth made her turn. Tectoon's turn. God, what can Tectoon even do to like limit you?
He's done everything. He's done so much.
Okay, make a will save as they cast Hold Person.
Your brain is.
Is a nat 20?
Yeah.
Roll to confirm.
6 plus 4, 10.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to shake that off real easy. They are nothing to you, these peons, those who walk upon your ship.
God, you suck.
I'm not doing it on purpose.
Felicity, it's your turn. You have a
Sorry,
Molly
but-
in front of you.
I do. So how does the 20% miss?
So you roll a hit, and if you would hit, then you roll d20, and then you miss on a 1.
That would be 5%.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
1
You
through
roll
5?
a d6.
1 through 5. That would work on a d20.
Oh no, 20% would be 1 through 4.
Or you can, sorry, I'm thinking of different dice. Roll the percentile die, and if you get a 0 through 19, you miss.
Okay.
Or however you want to roll 20%.
That's totally, yeah, whatever. Totally cool.
Roll a d4.
For some reason, I
And if you
totally
get a
forgot that
1,
percentile
roll
die
another
existed.
D4.
What's your AC?
69.
420, 69.
It's 18.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, ain't bad. You've definitely missed things with lower AC before.
You say that out loud.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember what that. Oh, it's only diplomacy. It's not on attack rolls or anything.
Oh,
If I'm insulted.
make a will save. You have a saving throw because they didn't concentrate on the spell every day. So just make one more
Get an
save
extra save
because they're dead.
Oh,
right before you hit me.
could it be? And I burned all my mythic points, so this is just gonna be a flat roll.
I'm not even gonna use my point.
Hey,
What'd you
I
get?
rolled a 19.
Fucking hell. Oh no, that's good. That's good.
good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought this was the bad
So I
again.
rolled a 23.
You managed to break the domination spell as you have raised your
One.
falcata to hit Molly, who has said, "You've missed small things."
Do you still attack having heard what you said? Just pretending like you're still.
You know, that's a really rude thing to say. I put my falcata away and just walk away.
You could have hit me.
Just with the button.
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna hit you.
Respect.
You're
Well,
too tiny.
You
Cute.
have
Really
finished
cute.
your fight with the aboleths.
God.
God, that was annoying. Oh man, those guys.
Oh,
Those guys are
apparently you
bad.
get double treasure. Are you looting the bodies?
Fuck yeah.
Heck yeah, we're
There's
looting
one
those.
body
Aboleths
on the
have
ship.
pocket?
So there's one body on
I-
the ship, and there is another off the ship if you want to go down and start searching. But you do know that it has family.
Can we like hook it and pull it on the ship?
If you would like to be the one fish, I'm sure that you could certainly try to do that. I think your fisherman
I-
might be a little resistant.
Yeah. Hey, this one's dead though. It'll be really easy to lift up.
Have
They're-
fun. Have
They're
fun.
huge though, right?
They're
They're
huge.
size.
They're huge. I roll a a modified 20 persuasion check to get help from a couple people who aren't my fisherman / barista.
Okay. So
I just
they
want
weigh
somebody stronger than me.
6,500 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to roll to see if your crew is strong enough to get it.
I guess I can take my fly potion and then go rummage around and fly back on board.
Okay, sure.
Like if we can just hook it so it drags along us while we run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll burn a 3rd level potion to loot an aboleth. And I'm going to pee and pop some ibuprofen real quick, but I'll be right back. And
Okay.
You have to leave that in the stream.
And with that, we're actually gonna take a brief break. Hello, everyone. We're back. All right. So each of you is looting a body. Would you roll a percentile die for me?
Well, the 53.
53.
Mm-hmm.
31.
Okay. And one more for each of you. So 53 first.
Okay, so that's a 15.
Okay.
I see it.
So,
Set
Molly, you have found a wand. Make a spellcraft check to identify it.
The 30.
Okay. It is a spell. It is a wand of daylight.
Oh, cool. What a useful thing.
It has 40 charges.
Oh my god,
Damn.
that's a lot of charges.
All right. And I'm sorry, what did you get, Felicity?
The second one was a 68.
And the first one was?
31.
I need to look up what this
40
one is.
charges.
You also find a wand, which you can try to have identified for you. I'm assuming between the 3 casters on your ship, it's probably going to happen. So
Yeah, hell.
it is a wand of resinous skin. It lasts for 10 minutes per level. It is a 4th levels, so 4 minutes. It has 32 charges, and what it does is you coat your body with a resinous substance protecting you and binding weapons that strike you. You gain damage reduction 5 piercing, as well as +4 circumstance bonus to CMD against disarm attempts. You gain +2 on combat maneuver checks to initiate a grapple, maintain a grapple, and pin a foe. Any enemy you grapple takes a -2 penalty on attempts to escape the grapple. Any weapon that strikes you becomes stuck unless they get a reflex save. If they are stuck, that needs to be a strength check to pull it away from you. It does not work towards natural weapons or unarmed strikes.
Cool.
Make yourself sticky.
Sticky.
You love being sticky.
I hate it, actually.
And this is the wand for you.
So,
All right.
it'll be useful for somebody. I can't use a wand, right? Like
I-
as a non-caster.
I don't think so.
Okay. Can I give it to Tectoon?
Yeah.
Or do you want it?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got my daylight wand.
Okay, ungrateful.
You know, that would have been really great versus the vampires.
Yeah.
You could go back.
We
You
go
still have a book
back
to
like
write.
10 episodes.
We're gonna mail in the copy.
Oh my goodness.
Are you doing anything with the aboleth bodies besides looting them?
Is there anything that can be done with them? Because they're kind of like covered in nasty slime that poisons us, right?
Yeah.
I think I'd rather just dump them overboard and be done with it.
I think it's a dump and sail as fast as we can.
You could also try and keep the body as a trophy.
Ooh. What if we put one on the front of our ship? I'm gonna look up what they look like real quick.
I'm sure I want to be a calling card for other aboleths.
They're not gonna see us.
Also, do you need to have a word with your god? Because that was pretty shitty.
Yeah, that was super shitty. No, we're gonna have
So
a conversation.
here's, I'm sending it in the chat. Here's an aboleth.
Oh, weird.
I don't know. I don't know if I need a trophy.
No.
I'm gonna check with the crew. Can we cut off the head of one and put it up in the mess hall?
Yeah.
I'm gonna work on a mounted aboleth head in the mess hall.
Okay. While you're doing that, the chef Hetty goes, Would you want to eat with that thing rotting above you?
Not rotting. We're gonna preserve it. Maybe not the mess hall. We'll put it in like the We'll put it in like your room. No, I'm just kidding,
Oh,
Hetty.
great.
We'll find a cool spot to hang it. I'm just gonna work on a mounted head, and then if we don't find a good spot for it, we'll just dump it overboard. It's a project that'll keep me from trying to fish again, is what I'm saying.
She hands you a cleaver.
Hetty, thank you.
Get whacking.
All right. Let me know when you want that craft check.
Whenever you're ready.
Anything to not talk to my god. That's a 15 right now.
Okay, you managed to chop it. It's a little rough, but you're like, I'm going to mount it anyway. No one's going to see the edges. You now have... Are you trying to keep the tentacles as part of it, or just the head with the eyes?
I think just the head with the eyes.
Okay. Yep, you have a very large head. It is about
Sweet.
Felicity's size.
Okay. I didn't realize that was how big it was. I don't think I want this anywhere. Yeah, this is a mistake, and I just throw it overboard.
All right, the head and the decapitated body has been pushed overboard, as well as the head. The
Okay.
25 feet of aboleth are now in the ocean.
Let them float. Let them rot.
All right. Are you two having any conversations after what just happened?
I think I am gonna go over and thank Tectune for his service.
Yeah. Tectune did good work.
Yeah.
You know, it took time, but you were able to fight off like a number of my hexes, which was pretty impressive, no lie. So, you're a lot tougher than I think people give you credit for. You have strong will in there, especially when it
People
comes
don't
to killing
give me
Molly.
credit?
When it comes to wanting
no.
to kill Molly, you can do it.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. But yeah, I just, on behalf of the crew, and thank you for trying to stop me.
Well, yeah, you pay me
Hope it was
for
good
it.
practice.
You know, I have not had to stop murders as much as I thought I would have to. So we're going to call that
That's
a
good.
benefit of the job.
Okay.
Tectune, in honor of your service, I want to award you with this Medal of Valor. And I hand him the Daylight one.
This will be great when we go back to deliver the books about the vampires.
We will not be going back. We will be sending those. We were sending a messenger. But yes, it would be great if we ever had to do that ever again.
So I do have a question, because I
Yes.
heard a rumor that there was some god praying before the aboleth showed up.
There,
Was there?
I may have prayed for a good catch. And usually when you make a prayer for like a bountiful harvest, good things happen. Sometimes you forget the things that care about you and choose you as a champion. But here's the thing: is like I asked for a bounty and for a favor, and then we got 3 aboleths.
They gave you
When I tried
wands.
to kill you.
Yeah, and we got wands out of it, and then you tried to kill me. It's just like I don't really understand it.
I think maybe we shouldn't ask your god for anything unless we're like maybe really desperate.
The thing is she took something now, because I don't know.
She took something?
I don't think she took anything. No, yeah, we should not ask. We should not ask. And then at some point in private, I want to have this conversation with you where it's like, I'm pretty sure that whole stuff with this is like, I'll make a stealth check to have this conversation sneakily.
You
Just
can
to
have it
make
in
sure nobody's listening.
You can have it in Felicity's quarters and Captain's quarters. No one's really going to go in there.
Yes, but even so, in case somebody's trying to listen in,
Are you
That
gonna?
is a 29 stealth.
Okay. Would you perceive then to see if there's any listening devices?
Do you want me to?
I
Are you gonna tell me that you need to
I could not.
tell me something in secret?
No, I'm gonna be like, hey, can we
Okay.
have a chat captain to under captain?
Sure.
Sweet.
I feel like I owe you that.
Yeah. Can we have a quick one-on-one? A quick one-on-one to talk about, notes from that battle where you try to kill me.
I have some comments about your production as well.
Thank you.
So
Awesome.
we can go over that.
So, and then so I have this conversation just being like, I kind of am worried that the stuff that happened to Bubba was like supposed to be in payment, was like the cost of the bounty, but then the bounty turned out horrible as well. So I just don't really understand. Like, was that a trial? Did I just complete a trial from my god, or was that just like her idea of fun? And if so, it's like I don't really know how to be her chosen, because she's just gonna make my life worse no matter what. Like the bad stuff is bad, and then the good stuff is like somehow worse.
As a non-religious character, do I know anything about Navulu?
Yeah, you would know that they're the god of torture. You probably got some of this from Tectoon.
Right, and just from Molly, like
Yeah.
talking about
Would
it.
you have
I'm
talked to
just
Tectoon about this in any way to try and get information?
Felicity?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Okay. Yeah, so you know they're the god of torture, Lord of Darkness, Herald of Battle,
Herald of Battle. That's sick.
and their domains are evil, madness, darkness, war, and destruction.
Yeah, I definitely would be better if you were able to choose the payment.
Yeah.
But it sounds like maybe she doesn't trust you to do that.
I guess I
So
can't trust her to help then.
she's taking matters into maybe her own hands, and
Maybe Navulu and I need to have a one-on-one too. Can we do it in your office? Is that cool?
I mean, I kind of live here.
Cool. As long as you kind of keep to yourself for a second. Actually, I should probably be alone. I need to absolutely be alone for this.
I mean, you have quarters.
Do I have private
too.
quarters? Just making sure. Do I have like my own room?
Yeah, it's
Think
definitely not as
so.
nice as this one, but you have some.
Okay, yeah, lock the door. I'm sorry, it's definitely not as nice.
Definitely not as nice.
It is definitively not as nice.
Yeah.
No one thinks it's nicer. Or as
Sorry,
nice.
I just wanted to make sure that we were hitting that.
Yeah, I'm punching
hitting
that definite.
adjectives. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, I go to my definitely not as nice quarters and I lock the doors, and I'm going to reach out to Tectoon beforehand and be like, "Hey, could you just like watch the door for me?"
Okay,
I'm not
why?
saying like nobody can get in. I'm just having a conversation with my god, and if things get weird, I just want to make sure somebody's watching.
Do you want me in the room? That might be more helpful.
No, I think that might really. You think you would not be worried about your safety?
Well, I can just put you to sleep.
Oh, that's a great call. Okay, you come on in, and yeah.
But
we'll
also, do you know how to talk to your god in a way that honors them and does not make them seem like an inconvenience that they have bequeathed a large amount of power on you?
I'm figuring it out, and that's part of what this chat is.
Okay. Do you want me there or no? This is up to you.
Outside the door, please. I think that makes the most sense. So you're close, and
can I listen into the door to see if like I need to come in and solve a problem?
yeah, but if the problem's killing me, I'd be kind of upset about that. But I guess if you gotta you do what you gotta do, Tectoon.
I'll bring
I
you
can't
back
tell
if
you how
I
to live your
can.
life.
This is just
Yeah,
how
whatever.
Okay, have fun. And Tectoon, you can see his eye peering through the keyhole.
All right.
He cares.
And it has like the lens that just
Yeah. Little froggy lens. You got this.
Molly just like sits on the edge of her bed for like 15 minutes just like trying to figure out how to even start this conversation. Like, are you there, Navulu? It's me, Molly.
I was just gonna say that.
There's a little bit of a shimmer, and you see this cat with a blue and a purple eye sitting on the edge of your bed with their tail twitching in each direction.
So normally when a cat twitches their tail, it's a sign that they're uncomfortable and upset. Can we begin this conversation from that place? Are you uncomfortable or upset with me?
That's a great question. You know, I've noticed that you come to me when you need things, but you don't really worship me. You are my champion, you know that, right? It's good to
Yes.
honor the god that gives you such power. Your little frog friend, who can't hear me, by the way,
I
is
know. I
is
didn't want them to.
a little in tune. Maybe you could take some rules from them and torture of your own volition. If not, I'll have to take payment.
I understand, and I understand why you felt the need to do that earlier.
You have a lot of power when you have me at your disposal. I hope you understand that you have just touched the surface of what I can provide for you.
And I am so very grateful for that. Can I speak freely to you for a moment, with the understanding that this is coming from a place of respect and me trying to understand, and also just me trying to grapple. The person that you need me to be is very different than the person that I am, and I'm willing to meet you more than halfway.
I'm open to the conversation.
Yeah. When I have asked for help in the past, you have made it seem clear that the only way to make you happy is to hurt only those I care about most. Is kind of like that seems to be the angle that I have felt you pushing from, which is why I probably have been so reticent to worship.
Did you care the most about those two individuals?
That I have needed your help. And it's felt like the cost of help has been far greater than anything I am willing to pay. And I guess what I'm asking for is more reasonable expectations as I become the person you need me to be. And in exchange for that, I will work to be that person and provide you with a little extra along the way as a thank you.
You can torture whomever you believe should be tortured, but they need to be tortured with reason. Gathering information or breaking someone to your will, there are benefits to torture. It is not indiscriminate. Now, don't get me wrong. If you decide you want to start torturing an entire city because of your whims, I mean, it is my name and I'll take whatever you give me. But putting something towards the debt before requesting will make me a little more lenient in the times that you do ask. I don't need you to harm those that are around you, but you have to understand there are benefits, and there is a lot of power in torturing someone whom you value.
Okay.
And it shows that you value me above them.
Okay. I think I'm beginning to understand.
You watch as the cat stretches its leg and does like the long lick all the way up that you're very familiar with Felicity doing.
Can I scritch under her chin?
Oh.
Yeah. And the cat actually accepts it and kind of curls around your hand.
Okay. I want this to work.
Well,
I am grateful for what you've given me. I want to show you respect. I'm just figuring it out.
well, I was going to surprise you, but I'll give you a little warning that it's coming. In Avak, the last freelance, you will find guidance to a certain someone whom you may want to take vengeance against.
Well then, I guess that you are in for a lot of worship in the near future.
The cat purrs a little bit and then wraps the tail kind of around your forearm. Any other questions?
No. If you need something from me, though, never hesitate to ask. Doors always open.
Well,
and yeah, I will do my best to anticipate those needs prior to you expressing them.
there is a certain tribe to the north that is trying to extract information that I think needs my attention. But I will see you in the near future. And it kind of
Best
disappears
of
into
luck.
smoke.
Yeah.
And
I think Molly's
Tectoon's
gonna.
blinking eye is seen almost bulging through the lock, trying to pay attention.
You can come in, Tectoon. I didn't actually lock the door.
Oh. Okay. So
Yeah.
there was a lot of you staring and like waving your hand, but no talking.
Oh, I was petting a cat. Yeah, there was talking. It's just all internal. And she made a big deal about you not being able to hear. I said that was fine. Again, I mostly wanted you there in case like I started dying or tried to hurt somebody.
I have a feeling
Yeah.
Novulu won't just kill you outright.
Yeah, she's gonna make it suck. Yeah. I just you were right. I'm gonna have to start expressing praise and worship. And we talked about ways of making that more palatable, I think. For me. And hopefully you.
Okay.
But
That's
I
a
did
good
make it
sign.
clear that I was not interested in harming any of my friends, and she made it clear that her expectation was not that I harm my friend. That was a
Okay.
big deal.
That is an improvement.
Yeah, I don't have to harm my friends or Felicity. So
Thanks for that distinction.
And Felicity didn't seem to want to harm you. I mean, she could have. She had the Fakata like raised in the air.
She should have. It was kind of a coward move. Think about it.
Wow. You really
No,
like to push that envelope.
Oh, I don't know. I think she could have taken that swing and we all would have been okay with it. But I'm grateful she didn't. I didn't have to heal. But yeah, just so you know, people might get tortured around you. I'm going to do my best to make sure they deserve it. And yeah, if you ever feel like you get pushed too far, know that you can leave, no questions asked. Maybe talk to Felicity first. And yeah, I'm not going to hurt you. I need you, Tectoon.
I have
My
to be
Ghost Rider.
honest. I don't think ethically I can leave you guys. I feel like if I leave, you are certainly going to die a very gruesome death.
Yeah,
It's likely.
And I
Us and a
don't
lot
know
of other
which
people
one of you
probably.
is going to die first, but I know if Felicity dies first, I will probably get bugged when she's in the afterlife.
Yeah, no, she's like,
I feel like
she'll
this
show
whole
up.
captain thing is kind of eternal.
Yeah. Ghost chips, it's real. But anyway, I appreciate you, Tectoon. I appreciate your advice. And yeah, we're gonna get through this, and we're gonna come out stronger for it, or we're gonna die in a blaze of glory.
Well, if anyone was going to die in a blaze of glory, it would be you two.
You are so freaking supportive, even when it comes to a death wish.
Well, I
So how's
don't
the
have
book
to
coming?
die. Ideally, I stick around. I have a lot of stiff to be writing down like Sia through an aboleth.
Yeah. How is the book coming along, by the way? Like, where are we at
Oh,
timeline-wise?
the outline has been done. I was working on that for like the last week. And he
Oh,
gives you
sweet.
like a stack of like 20 pages of just outline information. Consider it a
Beautiful.
plot treatment. Feel free to take a look.
Okay, I'm gonna review it. I don't know what kind of check I would need to do to contribute in any way.
That's a great question, especially with the word contribute.
Just like remembering from my experiences and like pandering to the right people and like.
Yeah, why don't you make a society check? We'll call that nobility.
That's fire. That's 24.
Okay. Tectoon tends to focus less on Maricena than the relationships Maricena has with other people. Whether or not that's something you think should change is up to you.
So I am gonna point that out to Tectoon. Be like, hey, like the all-powerful one. I know we're trying to like get her kicked out, but like the one who we're angling towards, not killing us, the one with the most power and support, and the one who's ultimately reading this first. I feel like you're building her character from the outside in, kind of.
Do you
And
want to
I
have
think
like
you
the
need.
conversation where you were like in the room with her and she was walking through the light type of thing?
I think if you can include something like that, but really sort of, I just think I love what you're doing, but given that this is really primarily geared towards her, I think giving her some spotlight is more important than sort of giving her the edge of everybody's spotlight, if that makes sense.
You see Tectoon's taking notes. That is a good note. Okay.
Yeah,
Do
and
you want this
the
to
rest of it's
focus on
perfect.
you and Felicity too, or is this more of a like the adventures of this group rather than you guys?
I think the two of us. I mean, I guess how involved do you want to be? How much do you want to be in this story?
I have been writing from your two perspectives, has been everything I've been writing.
Okay. I think including our names.
Well,
Is
it's on the
fine.
cover.
Yeah, exactly. I think writing this is the brave adventures of the two coolest people who've ever lived, and they're really awesome amphibian, and then the blue girl with the bow, the blue lady,
And
the
the
blue
blue
blur.
lady with the bow.
No, she has a name, Ruth,
Ruth.
and like the brave mayor,
What
the
about
warrior
Han? Do you want
politician.
the face?
You can call him the face. I think the face is a cool nickname, even though he might take offense. You can include Han. I don't know. I don't know if it needs to be about like the group. I think the story is more the weird duo. I don't know. What do you think, Tectoon? You're the storyteller.
I'm the storyteller, but I'm following your loose direction.
I just think
Your
that
names
like
are on the book. I just get the money.
my concern about making it about the book is like we are clearly the Freddy and Daphne, but everybody likes Velma and Scooby and Shaggy more.
Who are these
Okay.
people?
So like
Yeah, from like that Hamlet story.
yeah, it's like we're doing a majority of the work. Yeah, from Hamlet 2, Scooby's Big Adventure.
Yeah, I remember that when they went in the boat underwater and then they had to deal with like the submarine lady.
Yeah. I guess what I'm saying is like we are like the main characters, but everybody attaches more to the side characters. And I just don't think Felicity's going to respond to that positively.
I'll make sure Felicity has a lot more screen time, page time, and then I'll make sure to involve the rest of your crew.
If you could underplay Han as much as possible while still somehow keeping him in the book.
Just enough to give him a little happiness, so he doesn't try to. Yeah.
A couple quirky little quips.
Yeah, I can't imagine where I'm gonna come up with some quirky little quips from someone who only has a mouth, eyes, and a nose.
Cartoon, I never know how you actually fall on the appreciation of Han, and it's okay if you like him and you're just putting on the show for me.
I am paid to like your party.
Cool. Well, here's 5 more gold.
I like it.
Us.
Tectoon goes back to their work. You're now alone in your space as long as you wish.
I'm just going to lay down and process for a while.
Okay. Felicity, are you still working on your map?
I think Felicity is also maybe taking some me time.
Are you having a bath and a collapsible tub or something?
Yeah, maybe a glass of milk, you know, in a wine glass, just bubble bath everywhere.
Oh my god, hot milk in a bubble bath.
Tasty.
All right.
Because having somebody else dominate your mind is nuts. Losing autonomy is one of Felicity's, I think, greatest fears. As a very, like, assured person.
A fiercely independent woman.
Yeah. So I think that was a bit of a rough go for her.
Okay, you hear a gentle rapping at your door.
What?
Hello, it's me, Ruth. You
Hi,
okay?
Ruth.
Do you want me to wash your fur?
No, I'm okay. Thank you, though.
Do you want a little whiskey to go with the cream?
Maybe.
She pulls out a flask and she manages to add it where it doesn't curdle.
Oh, great. Thanks, Ruth.
Do you want a sip of just straight whiskey first?
Yeah, you should probably just. Yeah.
She hands you.
I take the flask.
Yeah. She kind of she half waits to see if you're going to give it back. It's like, oh, you're not giving it back. Okay.
No. I fully drink the entire thing.
All right. Well, if you need anything, you know where to find me. Enjoy your milk.
Thank you.
I'm assuming Molly's in charge while you're in here?
No, Irving is in charge.
I never understand the whole undercaptain thing.
Yeah, I don't think I do either.
Okay, well, you enjoy your bath. I'll see you in a little while.
Okay.
Yeah. To be clear, the undercaptain thing is not about being captain. It's about having authority to boss around the crew.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like I don't need to run the ship. I just need to be able to make people listen.
That sounds just about right.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. I just need to be able to tell people to help me reel up an aboleth. Okay?
Yeah, it went really well.
I'm actually going to check on Bubba. That's what Molly wants to do after she gets some rest and knows Bubba has had some rest.
Okay. So like the next day type of thing?
Yeah, if that's okay.
Okay. Bubba is down at the coffee shop, roomy below deck. You can see that their arm is wrapped. There is some light scarring, but nothing terribly drastic. It just has some lines that kind of wrap around. It almost looks intentional and artistic, like a tattoo, like one of the scar tattoos that sometimes you would see. But he seems to be okay. He's chatting with Hetty. They seem to be a little more affectionate than the last time you saw them.
Aw, what's the wisdom save to not bring up the that the scarring looks cool?
To not bring it up?
Or should I bring it up?
I don't know if Molly has enough wisdom to do that.
Okay.
Isn't your wisdom a 6?
Yeah. I'm just guessing. I was wondering what a will save would look like to avoid that, but yeah, I don't think I'm wise enough not to do it. I think Molly immediately walks downstairs and puts her foot in her mouth. Just being like, "Whoa, no, the scarring is kind of neat, Bubba. Also, my bad, but I
Well,
don't know.
it's
I've
I have
never
a
fished up
story
an
to
aboleth
tell.
before. You have so many of those.
Yeah, I'm getting more and more here every day.
Yeah, you could have taken the day.
People need their coffee.
They do. Thank you. But like, we would have found somebody. I
Coffee?
could have made the wizard do it.
They're pouring you a cup of coffee.
Oh my god, you're amazing, Bubba. You're using both your arms. How does that other one work right now?
It's a little stiff, but that's okay.
Okay. Do you need any more healing? We have a healer. I have potions on hand. Do you think any of that would help you?
Nah, I'll get used to it.
Okay, I'm not gonna charge you.
If I need it, I know where Tectune is. He gives you
Okay.
coffee, and he has topped it with cream. You know when you see it where it just starts to like dribble down into the coffee below, kind of like a. Yep, that's what you got.
Where do you even get cream? We've been.
The pigs.
Oh, pig milk. Molly takes a sip of the coffee. How does the pig milk
I'm
taste?
looking up pig milk now.
Is that what I was drinking in my bath?
Yes.
Whether or not you know that, it is similar to cow's milk. It is higher in fat and a little more watery.
Weird. Pig milk. What's the
Compared to 3.5% fat.
damn?
It is difficult to milk pigs.
I
The
don't like
lactating pigs might be aggressive and uncooperative.
Do we have a pig guy?
Yeah,
Whose
you have
sole
a
job is
pig
to milk the
milker.
pigs? He's actually like the toughest dude on the ship.
Yeah, it takes a long time with their 8 to 16 small nipples.
Oh my god. So gross.
God.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
I
you have
just
pig
reading
milk.
about that.
Well, hey, that's really fun. And yeah, it's all right. Hetty, everything okay down here in the kitchen with the rebrand? I know that people can be some people are very supportive of like a new product, and some people are hesitant to embrace a change like this. I know in our industry especially, consistency is kind of key.
She has a
building
light
comfort with the crew.
cringe when you say hesitant, but it's one of those like, oh, she made a pun. Have you had any of our Drake steaks? They're quite good.
I don't know that I have eaten in 2 days, so I would love a Drake steak.
You see her take like a 2-pound piece of steak and just.
Oh, that please not that much, unless you're sharing.
Nope. This is the best cut.
God. Are you gonna make me eat all of that? Are you gonna watch me eat all of that?
You haven't eaten in 2 days.
Yeah, but I'm also like a foot tall.
Well,
No, I'm like how tall am I? I'm like 3 feet. I'm 3'4".
how much do you weigh?
Like 30 something pounds.
Perfect.
32 pounds.
Yeah, you can eat this. It's only a fraction of your body weight.
Yeah, a large fraction.
You have
God.
until tomorrow to eat all of this.
Yeah, it's only 6% of my body weight.
Oh, it's nothing.
You can then say you're 6% dragon. Or Drake, excuse me.
That'd be like if I ate a 12.5-pound steak.
God.
Yeah. All
That's a
right.
lot.
Okay. I'll give it a go. Hetty, I trust you. You know what's right for my. You know what it's right for my number one barista boy. And so I trust that you know what's right for me.
Is
She
there like
cuts it into
an
like
eating competition?
She cuts into like fajita strips and gives you like
Aw.
some tortillas.
Aw.
But they are made of a different type of grain than you're familiar with. It's a little smoother than flour, but it has seeds in it.
Ooh.
She gives you a stack of those and a little bit of pig cheese.
Pig cheese. Man, y'all are
Working those
hitting me with
pigs.
some ingenuity here. Working those pigs. Okay. Well,
And she gives
I,
you this giant tray. Enjoy.
thank you. This is my entire encumbrance. I really appreciate it.
All right, you now have 3 pounds of food.
I guess Molly is
Oh,
sitting
gosh.
alone in the mess hall eating 3 pounds of food.
Oh God. If you want to sit and eat it in one sitting, you're gonna need to make some fortitude saves.
She's just gonna go until she fails a fortitude save.
Wait, you don't want to be rude.
Okay. First save. Dang, that's good. Saves. Oh, there they are. 28.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
you definitely eat a half pound.
Second save's 27.
Okay, you've managed to cram another half pound.
Third save is a 14.
Okay. You feel like you're in a little bit of pain. You've definitely overeaten, and you know when you're just like you have a physical look of being overfull, that's what you have. You have
Daddy, is there a to-go container?
just take the tray. Bring it back when you're done.
Okay. Thank you.
You now have
Oh, I
2
was gonna,
pounds
like-
of food left.
Waddle upstairs and find Felicity.
Okay, it's a little awkward with your stomach being as full as it is. But
Is that
Felicity's
drink
probably still in the bath.
Yeah. Felicity, help. They're gonna make me eat all of this.
stuff? Are you? Oh, you're not gonna finish that?
I've eaten so much already.
What a waste. Yeah, give it here.
Okay, I hand it to you.
And I sit there with my wine glass of milk with this tray now on top of my tub.
2 pounds of fajita.
And I'm just like spearing pieces with my claw, not even worrying about the tortillas or anything. I'm just like
Well, so you have to eat the
grape
tortillas.
style.
If you don't eat the tortillas, she's gonna get mad at me.
That's not my problem. I don't want wheat, grains.
It's good for
What is
you.
this? I just need the protein.
Fiber, do you shit?
all the time.
Oh, and Molly takes a step away from the bath.
Currently shitting. No.
Why do you think I'm in the bath?
Yeah. Why do you think I'm always bathing?
Yeah.
I wasn't
And on
prepared
that
for
note,
that.
Molly turns to the litter box in the corner.
don't look at my toilet. It's weird.
Yeah. Do we have somebody who cleans that?
Oh yeah, I have a guy.
Okay. Good. I'm so happy. I spent the time to set up a cafe and revamp our kitchen to slowly begin the process of building the company store on this ship. And and you got a guy to clean your shit.
I mean, he's technically also the pig guy, so
Oh, so that's where the pig milk comes from.
yeah.
You know that's pig milk, right?
Yeah, I recently found out.
It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's not like great.
It's fine. You know, it kind of coats the mouth though.
Yeah, the
Which is a little
cream
weird,
is heavy,
but,
heavy, thick.
Yeah. Anyways, did you need something?
I needed you to eat all this food so I could bring the tray back and not suffer the consequences.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna hang out while you eat.
No, that's okay.
Oh, it's fine. I'll sit over here and I'll whistle a little tune.
No, I'm really no, I'm good. Thank you though.
Oh, it's
So-
fine. It's fine. It's really no inconvenience to me. I'll just
It's an
hang in here.
inconvenience for
So,
me.
Molly, you know how sometimes after you've eaten it, like 20 minutes later, the pain really sets in? That's kind of what's
Mhm.
happening to you.
Well, I'm really uncomfortable and I could really use a friend right now.
Oh,
And nobody comes to clean my litter box.
do you need
so.
to shit? You kind of look like you need to shit or puke. I can't tell. Are you good? You're kind of sweaty.
I can't tell which yet. I just sort of hurt.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
The food.
Is there something wrong with this food?
No, there's just a lot of it, and I'm a lot smaller than you.
Oh,
Remember
well,
you said that earlier.
yeah. I mean, it's just a fact.
Yeah. It was funny is for like a whole 20 seconds of combat, your
Uh-huh.
whole prerogative
Mm-hmm.
was to kill me, and you couldn't touch me once.
I actually didn't really try, but you know.
Tried pretty hard. I know how that spell works.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you act
Yeah.
at the absolute peak of your ability
Mm.
to achieve the goal,
Mm.
and that peak was just not quite high enough, was it?
Yeah, you're really looking like you're gonna fall over or shit yourself.
I think I'm gonna
One
do
of the
all.
two.
I think both. So I'm gonna
I'd
go.
really rather you leave.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
There's only room for one person's shit smell in here, and it's mine.
Yeah, and it's there. And Molly leaves. It is bad.
Okay. Wow, I was not prepared for that.
The shit conversation?
Yeah.
You didn't think we were gonna bring in 15 minutes of Yeah, you can edit that out of the
No,
recording
I'm
if you
keeping
Been a
it.
while.
quality content.
So you're
Yeah.
now outside on the ship. You're getting some of that seawater and sea breeze in your face. Are you going to head to your quarters? Are you going to try and throw up over the side of the deck? Are you going to find a toilet
God.
and camp out for a
I
little
don't
bit?
think those exist on a ship, right?
Just
I mean-
stick your ass out a porthole.
There's a pot, the chamber pot that's kind of bolted. It has a little holder. It might slosh around if you go a little more than you should, but
I think I might go a little more than I should. Molly's just gonna figure out how to do this over the deck.
Oh god. Top
Okay.
of the-
why don't you
Just
make
ass to the wind.
make a reflex
Gonna-
save to like hold on to the deck?
I'm roping myself to the deck so that I cannot fall off,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna make this happen. So reflex save. Pretty dang good. I'm rolling like all 3s and 18s today, but 25.
Oh yeah, it's super easy. You barely even need the rope.
Sweet. I'm dangling there. I'm probably waiting for a while. These kind of things, like, they don't come immediately. They come in waves.
Aha.
Yeah. Boat pun. Boat pun.
So
Boat pun, you get it, Hetty? You get it?
you spend about 20 minutes and then things start moving. You feel a little bit better, a little less in pain. Still overly full, but
Yeah. Ugh. God.
you don't need a headband. You're not sweating that much. The sea breeze is nice.
I do love the sea breeze.
Especially between your cheeks.
Yeah.
Just whistling.
Okay. Yeah.
I
I'm just
forgot
out
to give you
there.
guys each 2 story points for the aboleth fight too.
Thank you.
I'll just take yours. Don't worry about it, Victoria.
Oh, okay. Cool.
You don't like need them, right?
No.
I'm back, baby.
The ship is quite stable at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of waves, which is different. But as you start to sail further south, you do
Mhm.
see boxes floating in the ocean,
Okay.
which
Do
you're
we have any sort of harpooning or anything like that?
I don't think you guys would be. You're not really a whaling ship. I don't think that you would
Yeah.
have that so much. You could buy one next time that you have a port.
Yeah, that might be the call.
Okay.
I just wonder, like, if there's any way to, like, hook it and, like, rope it and pull it in just to see what it is. Try to figure out what's going on.
Irving will tell you that these are likely the corpses that have floated out to sea, from the River of Death, because you're in the
Oh, okay.
Pelagic Sea. You're welcome to
Oh, okay.
loot the coffins if you would like
Mhm.
to.
No, I'm good.
Seems a little.
It seems like
extra
something
nasty.
Molly would have done like 3 levels ago. Level 2 Molly would have done this in a heartbeat. Level 8 Molly cannot be bothered.
Okay, so you continue on your way. You see off to your left in the distance, you see mountains, like a pretty tall mountain range, ironically called the Shallow Range. And actually, I need to pull up the map to see if Felicity would see anything that would be like it. Oh, actually, there is a mountain range on an island. So theoretically, you could see those mountains.
Okay.
Can I add them to my superior map?
Oh, you've been in the
that I've
bath
now
for
written?
multiple days, apparently. So, well, I realized after you said that, it was like, wait, you said this was a new day, Colton. So you've been in the bath for more than one day.
If she's still in the bath, hey, she's captain. She can do whatever she wants. She has to
I would
finish
like
those
to eventually
fajitas.
leave the bath.
She captains
Your
from her
fur is
bathtub.
burning. Yeah.
You don't have to be afraid of water if you're always in the water.
So true.
So, this on your map, Felicity, it's a little island by itself. And but you drew a land bridge, so I really don't know what it looks like over there for you. But you can start to turn port side and head towards what is the last free lands of Avak. The coastline is not yet visible because the mountains are so much taller. As you start to get closer, are you using your spyglass to keep an eye on the coastline itself, or are you kind of leaving that to your crow's nest?
Why not both? I'll use the spyglass.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Do I add anything to that? With
I think you
this
get a plus
spyglass?
2 or something from the
Plus 2, okay.
spyglass.
The 10.
There's something very glittery on the edge of the river.
Ooh. I
Then
hand it to Molly. Can you see that shiny stuff?
Why are you handing me this?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not want to be under captain anymore? Do you not want to participate in the running of this ship?
I take the spyglass and I make a big show of looking. That's an 11. So I do slightly better.
okay, you see the same thing. It's very glittery on the edge of the river. You do see the desert known as the Dead's Farewell. And
Yeah.
you can assume you'll probably be there in 3 hours or so.
Yeah, I give you that estimate. 3 hours, there's the Dead's Farewell. Glitter on the shore, like you said.
Great.
Yeah.
Can I holler up to my crow's nest?
Sure.
And see if they can see anything more about what that glittering mass is.
It's Captain, it's a little strange. It looks like a port of jewels.
Okay.
That sounds like a trap.
Yeah.
Can I make a society check about, because I know we've talked about this area, to know of anything like that?
Like to see if there's other parts of the world that would have something like that?
See if I've ever heard of anything like a port of jewels.
Sure.
It sounds like a trap, or if it's like a sacred thing that you just don't touch. That's a 15.
15, you said?
Mm-hmm.
There is not anything quite like this. The closest that you've heard of is like the city of Varenba, which is known as the City of Glass. It has all of those colored stones. I think you may have passed through there. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I just relay that to Felicity. Is like, I've never heard of anything like that before. I don't know if it's something we should mess with or if something we should absolutely plunder and then bail.
We don't need to mess with it, but we can maybe get a little closer and take a peek. I mean, nobody's gonna kill us for looking, right?
That's true, yeah.
You didn't sound like you believed that statement.
I might believe it. I might not.
Okay.
I might just not care.
So as you get closer, make a nature check. with advantage.
Feature. Ooh.
With advantage?
Yes.
21.
19.
Okay. You can guess that this is likely the port that was being talked about by the Wenian Federation because it is at the mouth of this river. You don't see any
Oh.
other buildings besides this, like on the horizon, besides this port and its associated buildings that are there. There's warehouses. Everything has this, as you get closer, you can see this iridescence to the buildings itself, and everything is coated in jewels. All kinds of gemstones, from precious to semi-precious, everything. A number of them
Wow.
are also carved.
Cool. Okay.
This place seems like right up your alley.
Very shiny.
Yeah,
Worth
easily
a
distracted.
lot of money.
Yeah.
Captain, are we going in?
I think so. I think this is our stop.
All right, you continue to sail in and reach the port. You see that as you get closer, those four-armed individuals are visible working part of this area, in addition to humans and catfolk and some other races in here. So, as you are getting closer, you do see how these humanoids, whatever this race is that you haven't seen before, does have veils or some face covering that's always covering their face. They are doing a great amount of work around the docks. They themselves, one of them is able to lift and use the pulley system and move cargo on and off. They appear to be really adapted to this desert climate. Some of them do have these spinal swords that you had seen, and they do look very much like an actual spine.
Ugh. Gross.
At the top of one of the
Fun.
watchtowers, you do see a pair of archers with the dual-wielding bows.
Okay.
Cool.
Do we have a more friendly flag than the Hello Kitty?
What's
So
more
we could-
friendly than the Hello Kitty?
Or maybe just put up like our white flag next to the Hello
I'm
Kitty?
gonna quickly craft a new flag. The Hi Kitty. And or just the Hey Kitty. Hey Kitty. And that's like a more friendly greeting.
Okay.
It's a cat skeleton, but it's waving.
Okay.
It's a 15.
It's difficult to make a skeleton look friendly. At worst, it looks like it's ready to swipe. At best, it has its paw up and is playing with something.
I'm gonna put a little heart next to it. Is that okay?
Sure, you sew a little. Is it an anatomical heart or like the two?
No,
lobe?
it's the friendly heart.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep,
the
it has
two-lobe.
a little teeny heart next to it.
Yeah, I pull down our other flag and I put up the Hey Kitty.
Okay. It's not as nice as the Hello Kitty, but the Hey Kitty is now flying.
We're gonna put a real one up there. I'm gonna do the work to make this nice. Yeah.
All right.
The Hey Kitty is up.
You have sailed into port, and as you start to pull up to the side of the dock, they have started offering to take ropes and are throwing them up so you can currently dock and do everything that you need to do.
Nice.
They are speaking a language unique to them, as far as you know, between those creatures. Some of them turn up to you and start speaking in common. Can we help you? Are you looking to sell wares?
Mostly resupply, so looking to spend money.
Yeah. We definitely need to resupply, and also I would like to speak to a sail maker at some point. But sorry,
Yeah, go ahead. No,
that was all.
I think you might misunderstand. There is no exports at this port. It is only imports.
Oh. I think we can scrounge something up to sell.
Yeah, we'll figure that out, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, we're here to
Do you
sell.
have
Yeah, sure.
gemstones, casters, esteemed historians, archaeologists?
You you want to buy people?
Oh, no, we pay for services, but the main import is...
Oh, okay. I was like,
What if I told you you are speaking to the two most prominent, soon-to-be best-selling authors regarding experience in the vampire lands?
How does that work down here in the desert?
I don't really know. You just said you wanted information, and I am giving you the information.
Oh,
We do have a an entire drake's worth of drake skin if you're interested in purchasing that.
Oh, yes, we absolutely would. How much are you selling the drake skin for? How much? How much of it? How much to cost?
So I know you quoted us last time as 40,000.
You're
So I'm
talking
gonna
to
start it
me as the
to me.
GM.
You
Yeah.
you Colton the person.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start it. Where would you start it?
55.
55?
Okay. 60.
60?
For the
Okay.
effort of killing the drake.
You're gonna sell it, and I'm going to help you then. Wait, what's your influence? A plus 10? Okay, I think I have a plus 11.
Plus.
Craft is going to be helpful too, because that's a praise.
Okay,
And
so I might craft, and then yeah, so you should sell it, and then should I appraise it real quick then, one more time?
I think it's more the bartering will use some of the crafting
Oh,
there.
okay. I'll just be ready for the craft check if you want to be ready for the
And they go, what
pitch.
type of drake is this?
This is the nature check.
Oh, it was electric.
It was an
wasn't
electric sea drake, right?
Just a sea drake. They don't actually.
Just a sea drake.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh yeah, standard. Oh, standard sea drake. Can I weave a tale of like it's like beautiful scales and it's like crazy extra power?
we don't want to promise something we can't deliver.
Yeah. Okay, fine. I'll leave it as is. But,
Okay.
yeah. I'll waste that 16. Thank you. Just teasing.
All right. So you are trying. So what is the price that you're putting out first?
So I think we should start with 60.
Yeah.
I got a 19 on my influence.
And I'll help you with that real quick.
You do make it. You have a plus 9.
Yeah, but I have a flaw that makes it so I have to get a 15 to help. So I
What
don't
the fuck?
help. Yeah. One of my flaws is like difficult to work with.
Oh. I should have taken that.
Yeah.
Okay, so 19.
Okay. So you know that generally at best you get, when you're selling something, you get 50% of its value.
Mm-hmm.
So they're looking at it.
Quoted 150%.
Oh, so the okay. Can I amend
Yeah.
my price knowing that?
Yeah. You can certainly
well,
go
30,000
higher.
then.
Yeah,
Like 30,000?
75%. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll give you 27.5
Oh.
plus 100 pounds of meat.
You're taking the 100 pounds, or you're giving us 100 pounds?
They want the 100 pounds of the meat, if you have the meat, of course.
Let me go check with Hetty. So I'm gonna run down with Hetty. Do you want to bargain? Because I've got like a scheme.
Okay.
Yeah.
28 and 50. You're not. We can't refuel. We
Don't barter down on the meat. I think I can. Got a scheme. Hetty's good at what she does. I think I can.
see that.
Yeah, no, just barter up on the price. I think we can get.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, that was the one I lied.
29 and the 100 pounds. If you're not going to allow us to resupply here, we can't be giving you that amount of meat without compensation.
Well, okay, we don't need the meat. We'll just take the skin and 27.
I don't know why I rolled. I I need to talk to Hetty.
Sure.
Be like, Hetty, quickly, I need you to make up like 2 pounds of those fajitas as good as you can get them. Just like really, I want you to melt some people's minds here with how delicious your food is.
You
It
see
is
that
that
she is
delicious.
like packed up and ready to disembark. You're kidding, right?
Just 2 pounds, real quick.
You watch as she takes off and out of her backpack pulls out a leather case holding all of her knives. She pulls one out. You see her go into this box filled with salt and pull out a dragon piece of meat and start.
Also, how much is left in that box?
That box or all the boxes?
All the boxes.
We have probably 700 pounds of meat left.
Perfect. Just making sure. All right.
She
Sorry.
is frying up the fajitas, and the smell of the sizzling, salty meat is wafting into the upstairs area where you are at, Felicity.
Yeah. So I come up once it's done. I want to come up and I want to bring the platter up and be like, yes, so we do have enough meat. And I want to let you know this stuff is incredible. It is beyond. It is beyond. And we have a great cook, but seriously, try this meat and tell us it's not.
Omnivorous?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Yes,
what that. Yeah. Sorry, both. Sorry.
So you
But
watch as they take just a little piece of the meat and they hold still over or between the veil and their mouth, and they take some of the food.
I take a bite just to show good faith that it's not poisoned. Also,
that is fantastic.
Yeah, this Drake. I mean, I was talking it up. It wasn't a joke. The meat is incredible. This hide, unreal.
Will it all be cooked?
Because
we don't want to buy only cooked meat. We want to be able to preserve it.
It will all be uncooked. I just wanted to give you a sample of what's going to happen here.
If you give us 500 pounds, we'll take it up to 28.5.
500 pounds of meat? Not going to happen. You're going to get 28.5 for the scales and the 100 pounds.
200. 200 pounds. We have 700.
200 pounds? Okay, yeah. Okay. Fine.
200.
Captain knows what a good deal looks
250
like.
and you have a deal.
250 and 29 and we have a deal.
Can't do that, sorry.
No.
What
about 28.75?
That's 25 gold for I don't know.
No, like 28,700.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got you. I hear you now.
So an extra 250 for 200 pounds of meat.
250.
Molly shrugs her shoulders like, come on, let's make it happen, and rolls a 26 persuasion check.
Give us another 2 pounds cooked and you have a deal.
Perfect. Molly runs down to Hetty. It's like, Hetty, very successful. I am going to need 2 more pounds cooked, but here is 10 gold pieces for your time and effort.
You could tell that she was going to make a little complaint, and she's like, okay, fine. And she pockets the gold and starts cooking another steak.
Thank you so much. Also, I'm going to start packing up 200 pounds of the rest of that, just so you know.
Oh, it's already packed. It's just over there in those crates.
Oh my god.
Hetty. All of it's been packed and preserved in salt. By the way, we need more salt.
Yeah, we'll make that happen. This port is weird. We might have to go to a different one, but yeah.
Okay.
So we bring it on board.
Well, okay. We might have some bland food at some point then.
That's okay. And that's not, nobody's gonna hold you accountable for that. I'll make sure of it.
No, they'll hold us accountable
They'll
for
hold-
not being able to get salt.
Yeah, we'll figure out how to get salt. We're on the ocean. We'll just make salt.
So because of
Um,
the sea drake, you have 25 days worth of like food because you started with a month, and so you're down to 25 with the meat kind of counterbalancing that. But once you run out of salt, people are gonna get pissy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll figure that out.
Okay.
Just a second. I just want to do some math. So now we are at
Did you?
49828.
They're looking to you, Felicity. Did you also need to speak to the portmaster? Did you have business with him? If you are as esteemed as you say, he probably has job for you.
Yeah, that would be great. Can we get paid in supplies?
You'll have to talk to
For the
portmaster.
job.
I do not deal with payments. I only deal with exports.
Okay.
Thank you. You have been wonderful. Yeah. Did they pay us right then for the transaction?
Oh yeah, they paid you.
Sweet. Here's another out of question. To Colton the person. Or maybe I have to make like a knowledge check. Do I have to cut the crew in on the sale of the dragon that we killed? I mean, I know they kind of helped, but I also fed them a bunch of the meat.
That's up to you. I mean, it can impact your morale and
Okay.
loyalty and stuff. So
I'll just track it, and then when we're done, we'll decide at that point.
okay. Because how much did you pay them last time? Do you remember offhand?
No, it was the 35%
Okay.
for a mission that they were paid fairly.
Yeah, and I don't think that you haven't brought them to a point where they have felt cheated.
Mm-hmm.
At least not prior to this, but this will be up to you on how things go.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I just want to make sure I have notes of this so we don't.
You're just fine.
Yeah. Pirate stuff, you know? Paying your crew, all those things you have to do. Would you like to lead us to the portmaster? Oh, Captain, my captain.
Yeah. Can we go talk to him or them?
Sure. You start heading that direction and make perception checks.
9.
17.
Okay. Felicity, you are very focused on getting where you're going while keeping an eye on all of the extra hands that you are probably worried on potentially stealing from you. Molly, you see some interesting jobs posted on one of the job boards. There are a number of them talking about recent murders that have happened. And you notice a theme that all of the people that have been murdered within the past week and a half. Make a nature check for me.
Crit fail.
Okay. And you also notice that every person that has been listed is a leader of one of the countries on this continent.
Oh. I lean into Felicity.
Huh? What?
So we should not buy land here. Leaders are dying like all the time. Not like captains, but like governors, mayors, that kind of thing. Could be good work as far as like these job postings
let
go.
me up it a little bit. Not governors, mayors,
Mhm.
like kings, queens, leaders.
Oh, yeah, like royalty, like the big guys. You know, so we could probably make some good cash either like protecting somebody or unprotecting somebody. Molly also makes a note that it's like, okay, so if I really need to torture somebody, I just find like a bad king and nobody's gonna be surprised that they go missing.
Felicity, since that has been brought to your attention, you are welcome to make a nature check as well.
Come on, nature.
12.
You don't notice anything besides the date seems to be reported around the week to 2 week, but they all seem to have died on the same day,
Oh, okay.
or rather the
Oh,
same night.
Oh. Would it be reasonable to clock whether that night was the night that all the crazy stuff happened in the sky?
Yes. You do the math, and that was correct.
All right. So, cool. I still have no idea what to make out of that, but we will get there.
All right, and with that revelation, you are continuing on your way to meet with the portmaster, and that's where we're going to end it for today.
Woo.
We did it. We killed some stuff and sold some stuff.
Yeah, 1 extra story point for you guys.
Aw.
We did it.
So generous.
You guys used a bunch of them, and you made it
Oh my
through
God.
an Aboleth fight with really no casualties.
No casualties, no damage. Oh, no, you got hit the one time. Sorry.
It
Yeah.
doesn't, yeah.
You didn't even tell Tectun he needed to be healed. It can't have been that bad, right?
Yeah. Yeah, nothing like a warm bath to use the bathroom in and some pig milk to soothe the wounds. That's going to be the name of this episode, right? Just pig milk?
Pig milk?
Yeah, that's a question that we need to figure out is what the name of it.
My vote is pig milk, but if you think that's too gross, I understand.
I mean, you spent 15 minutes talking about shitting, so...
What about what about like what's pig milk in French?
Let's see. French. Well, how about gives me Hungarian first? There we go.
Lait de porc.
Lait de porc.
Lait de porc.
Ooh. Maybe it could be a pig milk latte au lait de porc.
Ooh.
What
That
a
phone is just
lovely
so-
mental image to send everyone out on. Thank you all for
Yay.
joining us. We will decide when we're
Pig milk.
meeting next, and I will post them on our website as well as on our YouTube channel. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining us.